seen worse. Back in my day. All right, I guess we'll roll.
The Henderson State Sports Network proudly presents Reddie Football. Henderson State Reddie Football 2025 is live from 𝗗𝗏𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 Stadium in Arkadelphia. Reddie's Football is brought to you by Southern Bancorp, Oaklawn Hot Springs, The Reddie Bookstore, Pepsi, Bud Light, Southwest Auto Collection of Arkadelphia, Frylight, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, Chicken Express, Pictures, Hampton Inn, Sodexo, South Central Connect, and Harbor House Incorporated. Reddie's Football also brought to you by Two Rivers Federal Credit Union, Jessica Hormel State Farm, Roger Wingfield State Farm, Baptist Health, Domino's, Hostess Brands, Printmania, SCM Architects, LeVar Law Firm, Two Rivers Rehabilitation and Healthcare, Java Primo, Bluebird Real Estate, and the Pregnancy Resource Center of Southwest Arkansas. And now it's time for the Domino's pregame show. Let's go to the booth for today's broadcast with the voice of the Reddies, Dylan Connolly.
And a good afternoon to you and yours, wherever you may be watching here from 𝗗𝗏𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 Stadium. It's a homecoming Saturday as the Henderson State Reddies will be taking on the number 2 ranked in the country, Harding Bisons today. Should be a good football game today. A battle of two teams at the top 3 of this conference. Harding a 6-0 record this year, spotless, the only team in the conference with an undefeated record. Right behind them, a game behind, are these Reddies and Southern Arkansas, both sitting at 5-1. Before we get into any more, we'll welcome in our partner, Troy Mitchell, the Hall of Famer, Troy Mitchell. Troy, good to see you again.
Great to be with you again here, Dylan, for another beautiful day for football. Well, a little overcast, but the weather's nice. We don't have the weather coming in quite yet. Won't be until later this afternoon, but it's homecoming, and it's always a great and festive atmosphere at homecoming.
Absolutely, 100%. They're introducing the homecoming royalty in front of us here as the show band of the state of Arkansas rolling in to the left over us over here. It's a little bit of an overcast afternoon. Hopefully we dodge the rain here in Arkadelphia. They moved a few games around in the GAC, but thankfully right now, knock on wood, we've dodged the weather for a little bit.
Yeah, they're talking about not till later this evening. We should be out of here, and people will be in front of their TVs watching the evening football games.
Yeah, I saw they moved the Arkansas game to 4:30. So it's not just here; it's all around this Midwest that they move games. A few games, Oklahoma. When you're moving D1 college football games, that's a big deal.
And it's coming through Northwest Oklahoma, and they're talking heavy winds and so forth, and possible lightning, and, especially right in the middle of when the Razorback game was supposed to start, and it's supposed to be out of their area around about 5 or 6. So they're kind of going to get the tail end of it, and TV, got to be on TV.
That's right.
TV decides when you want to play, and but they stepped in and said, hey, we're going to move it for safety reasons.
Yeah, always there on the side of safety. So let's talk about these Bisons real quick. You know what you're getting into. You're going to see a grounded pound game out of the flex bone. You're going to see them try to just hit you in the mouth for a full 60 minutes of football today. How does Henderson State combat that?
This is a Harding team that scored 32 rushing touchdowns this year, only one passing touchdown. 11 different players have scored touchdowns for them, and 6 of them have had multiple touchdowns. Of course, trying to stop Braden Jay. Oh, he's just unbelievable. 111 yards per game, averaging 17 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns. But here's what's interesting. He scores a touchdown on every 4th carry.
Good
which
Lord.
is tops in the country. And, that triple option that they run,
Yeah. And out of their formation, too, the flex ball. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, and they're the top offensive team in the country right now. But the Reddies that's going to be the key. They're going to have to somehow figure out a way to slow down that rushing offense. I mean, they only 5 times this year they've rushed for 400 or more yards as a team, with a season high 484 yards against Northwestern Oklahoma. The lowest output rushing, 326 against OBU. They can run the football. There's no doubt. They scored 8 touchdowns, a team, against East Central, and they scored 5 or more touchdowns 4 times out of 6 games this year.
It's not half bad.
No, they're just. They're just so good offensively. They've been that way for years under Coach Paul Simmons, who's in his 8th season, 83-15, and of course he won a national championship a couple years ago, and they're looking to get right back there for another chance at a run at a national title. So the defense, it's going to really have to just swarm, and it's going to be hard. They got to not hard to keep their focus on the football in this type of an offense.
100%. I mean, it's just the other crazy part is you just know what's coming. And as soon as they snap the ball, you know what's going to happen. It's just so hard to stop.
Yeah, and they've, odds are they're not going to throw the ball. They've only thrown the ball 26 times this year, but they don't need to when they're putting up 400 yards a game rushing. But Henderson's offense is 2nd in the league, and they're 482.7 yards total per game. For actually, they're 1st in the overall, and Harding is 2nd. But it's that rushing attack, that the rushing dominance. Like we said, Harding is tops in the team rushing, 425 yards a game rushing. Henderson's top team in the GAC in passing. But Harding, their defense, they've only allowed their highest defensive passing game. They've allowed Southern Arkansas 214 yards. 3 times they didn't allow more than 100 yards. So, but the Reddies are going to have to put up, I'm telling you, they're going to have to put up 300 yards passing. And it's just whoever's going to control the football will control the game. That's, last year was, you don't want to talk about that shellacking that the Reddies took. But
then it's funny, you go to the year before that when Harding won the national championship. I don't think anybody other than...
That was the closest game the Reddies, Harding played all year.
Correct.
It was against Henderson. And Henderson had their opportunities. It's really, the Reddies lead the series 34-25-1. But Harding has won the last 5 games played here at Henderson State. The home team has been at a disadvantage. Home team is 2-11 in the last 13 years between these two.
And that's just crazy when you hear that.
Odd. It's really odd.
Usually it's the other way.
Right, but that's the way it's been. And these two teams, they get after it. It's going to be a great ball game. Time of possession will be big. Turnovers are going to be really big. But if there's any way the Reddies can slow down that running attack, if they can hold Harding to right around 300 yards rushing and they can put up 300 yards passing, I think they could pull off the upset.
Well, they play the game for a reason, Troy. We're going to pause for 60 seconds, and then we'll bring you the GAC Rewind, catch you up on what happened last week around the Great American Conference here in just a moment. This is Henderson State Sports on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Experience Experience luxury at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the excitement never stops. Elevate your gaming experience at our world-class smoke-free casino and unwind in style at our Forbes recommended hotel. Find bliss at Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa, the Astral Spa, and savor exceptional dining at the Oak Room Bar and the Bugler, both Forbes recommended. Feel the rush of live thoroughbred racing from December 12th through May 2nd. Book your Oaklawn experience today at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Proud supporter of the Henderson Reddies. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Week 6 GAC Rewind. I'm Isaac Bourne. Oklahoma Baptist beat UAM 17-14 thanks to a go-ahead touchdown run from Chad Masco with 5:23 left in the game. The Bison quarterback completed 11 of 25 passes for 134 yards and 2 total touchdowns. Wide receiver Nick Harris caught 3 passes for 81 yards and a touchdown, and linebacker Brady Huff had 6 tackles, including 2.5 tackles for loss, a sack, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. For the Bull Eagles, quarterback Tavion Falk had 310 yards of total offense with 2 total touchdowns. Oklahoma Baptist got this interception from Richard Smith to help its cause. Here's Todd Miller on the Bison Sports Network.
Here comes the pressure for OBU. Falk is slid over there. The ball is caught. It's up in the air, and it's intercepted by OBU. It's picked off. Richard Smith has it. And Oklahoma Baptist is going to beat Arkansas by a solo.
Southern Arkansas snuck by Southwestern Oklahoma State 14-12 when the Mule Riders stopped a Bulldog 2-point conversion with 4 seconds remaining. The Mule Riders took a 14-6 lead on a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown from Cooper Sanders early in the third quarter. SAU running back Arquez Gomez had 81 all-purpose yards and a receiving touchdown. Meanwhile, Southwestern quarterback MJ Rivers was 20 of 30 for 220 yards and a touchdown. Here's the big kickoff return from Sanders as called by Dan Gregory on the Mule Rider Sports Network.
Far side hauled in about the 8-yard line. Coming up the middle of the field, Cooper Sanders makes a cut. Now he weaves through traffic. He's gone to the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Southern Arkansas. Cooper Sanders on the return all the way for 6.
East Central picked up a big win over Arkansas Tech, 37-21, behind a 370-yard, 2-touchdown passing performance from Sergio Kennedy. The Tiger quarterback also caught a touchdown pass as well. ECU quarterback Cade Searcy rushed for 89 yards and a touchdown on 17 carries, while also recording a 9-yard touchdown pass. For the Wonder Boys, running back Bryson Rowland rushed for 88 yards on 15 carries. Here's one of Kennedy's scoring strikes, this one to Kaden Jones, as called by Mike Manos on 105.5 The X Factor.
Back to throw, going long, down the middle, receiver open at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers! 61-yard strike down the middle of the field, and the Tigers made that one look easy. You find dancing into the end zone for the Tigers, Kaden Jones.
Ouachita got a road win at Southern Nazarene, defeating the Crimson Storm 28-7. Freshman quarterback Trey Nichols had 213 yards passing and 102 rushing yards, including a 43-yard touchdown run, while wide receiver Carter McElhenney had 152 all-purpose yards and a rushing touchdown. For the Crimson Storm, quarterback Bryson Evans finished with 150 yards of total offense and a passing touchdown. Here's McElhenney touchdown on 4th down that put the game away in the 4th quarter, as called by Rex Nelson on the Ouachita Football Network.
This is surprising, but I like the audacity. All right, here we go. 4th down. Ball at the 18-yard line. On 4th down, a little razzle-dazzle. Carter McElhenney hits the corner to the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's the signal? Touchdown! There it is! No flags down! Oh, the audacity, as you said, and a touchdown, Ouachita!
Henderson State started quickly and put the game away quickly, shutting down Northwestern 59-0. Ready quarterback Andrew Edwards had 203 passing yards with 3 total touchdowns, while quarterback Austin Ledbetter threw for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ranger quarterback Jax Bernard completed 12 for 23 of his passes for 104 yards. Henderson State's defense got in on the action too with his 51-yard pick six from Leo Morris, as called by Dylan Connolly on the Reddie Sports Network.
He's trying to keep them at bay. They need to get to the 49 to get the first down as Bernard's going to take the snap. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by number 5, Leo Morris. He's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Henderson State.
Harding defeated Southeastern 35-7 behind 180 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns from running back Braden Jay. Defensively, Bison's linebacker Clark Griffin had 15 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble in the outing, forcing the Savage Storm to their lowest scoring total of the season. Savage Storm wide receiver Kobe Jennings led offensively with 84 yards receiving on 3 receptions. Harding's Christian Franklin gave the Bisons a 3-score lead early in the third quarter on the 76-yard run, as called by Billy Morgan on the Harding Sports Network.
Toss right side. Here's Franklin. Franklin across the 35. Broken tackle. 40, 45. Midfield. Down the sideline. 40, 30, 25, 20. Christian Franklin. Touchdown. Harding on the first play of the second half. And he goes 76 yards for the touchdown. And the senior from High Point, North Carolina, with a touchdown, and the Bisons lead it 27-7 with 14:38 left here in the third.
Coming up this week in the Great American Conference, Southwestern Oklahoma State travels to Southern Nazarene on Thursday night to take on the Crimson Storm at 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, first at 12:30, UAM hosts Ouachita. Then at 1 p.m., Harding travels to Henderson State. Then at 2 p.m., Northwestern travels to Southeastern Oklahoma State, and Arkansas Tech travels to Southern Arkansas. Then the day finishes off with Oklahoma Baptist at East Central in Ada. This is Isaac Bourne, and this has been the Great American Conference Rewind.
Do you have an idea that you'd like to see on a t-shirt? Printmania can help you turn your idea into a reality. Printmania offers a variety of t-shirts for you to choose from. We also have personalized service, which will allow you to work with an artist who will help you create your t-shirt. Printmania also does embroidery and engraving. Come visit us at 624 Main Street in Arkadelphia or call 870-246-3803. Printmania, proud supporters of Henderson State University.
Back here at Carpenter Haygood Stadium on a homecoming Saturday. We just crowned a homecoming queen, Troy Mitchell, if that's correct. Do you have more info on her?
Yeah, Andrea Rowland. Andrea Rowland, a 4-year member of the Henderson State volleyball team, a 4-year letterman from Austin, Texas, majoring in graphic design, the daughter of Freddie and Carol Rowland. So congratulations to her as our homecoming queen 2025 here at Henderson State.
She was just crowned about 8 minutes ago or so, but yeah, we had the GAC Rewind. We already have one score in that played last night. Do you have that for us?
Yeah, Southwestern Oklahoma defeated Southern Nazarene 31-6 over there in Bethany, Oklahoma. The rest of the schedule, OBU just got kicked off just a few minutes ago, and then Arkansas Tech's playing Southern Arkansas. They'll kick off at 1 o'clock, and they're playing in El Dorado in that Murphy Oil Classic. Northwestern Oklahoma's at Southeastern Oklahoma at 2 o'clock start. Oklahoma Baptist taking on East Central at 3 o'clock.
Good slate of games today, I noticed there.
Yeah, it's this weekend and next weekend is the Arkansas versus Arkansas and Oklahoma versus Oklahoma. And then the next 2 weekends, Arkansas versus Oklahoma the next 2 weekends. And then, of course, the rivalry week the last week.
Yeah, the rivalry week. The 99th edition coming up here. I'm sure, how many of those 99 you've seen? About 90 of them?
Actually, it's the 98th edition.
Oh, 98, that's right.
Because it was supposed to be the 99th because the 100th was supposed to be here, but COVID screwed that up.
That's right.
And so
I always forget that.
Yeah, COVID screwed that up. But, yeah, it'll be that'll be fun. Like always, doesn't matter what your records are. But right now, this is the game to focus on against a team that's just been at the top of the conference for the last 7 or 8 years.
Yes.
And they're always there. And Henderson State would love to do nothing but pull up the upset today.
That will be a good one. You know, real quick, going back to last week, last week was, before they kicked the ball off, kind of a trap game, you could say, because, you're looking ahead to, one of the best teams, if not to many people, the best team in the country coming to your place the next week. It's easy to get complacent and think ahead, but Reddies didn't do that.
No, they came out and, a little bit of, had a quick start and then kind of got into the ball, but then just blew it open and then just kind of coasted from there. Got a lot of players in the game, which was good. Everybody pretty much stayed healthy because they're going to need everybody today.
Yes.
You're going to need all 11 on offense, all 11 on defense going to have to be at the top of their game. Of course, and then, of course, you're going to have your backups and stuff. They'll be playing a lot. So you're going to have that whole squad be at the top of your game. And, you just got to be focused. You can't worry about how Hardy's number 2 in the country, and they've won a national championship, and they've just dominated the GAC for the last several years. And after last year, you can't look back, especially the returning guys. Last year was last year. You just got to focus. Do your job. That's all you hear from coaches. Just do your job. Do the fundamental things correctly, and we'll be okay.
That's exactly right. It's the old saying, they put their football pads the same way we will, helmet the same way, everything the same way that the Reddies will today.
Yeah, and you see upsets every week
and
stuff like that. Coach Scott Maxfield said this, former Henderson State coach, say this, playing in the GAC for Harding, those are their toughest opponents before going to the playoffs because these GAC teams have seen this offense. But you're just trying to figure out a way to attack the offense defensively. And Reddies are, Harding doesn't turn the ball over much. And they're just going to have to contain and force them to throw the football.
Correct. You mentioned that the tougher games that they'll have will be against their own conference opponents. You look at last year, Ouachita Baptist defeated them. That was over across the street over here. And then 2 years ago, Henderson State about knocked off the mighty Giant 2 years ago, I believe right here. But, these are difficult games for them. Obviously there's a little bit of a difference between the Oklahoma schools and Arkansas. There's a little bit of a talent gap. It might mingle toward the bottom of the Arkansas schools. But, this, just looking at Harding's schedule, could be their last true test until mid-November.
It is. This is for pretty much their conference championship, to be honest with you.
We will step aside. The national anthem taking place and the presentation of the colors in front of us here. This is Henderson State Sports on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn. it's so hard to tell when it's just you can hear and hear.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's
Yeah.
really hard, especially when you don't have.
Well, it's like when we had the other board over here. It's like, so, oh, you're real gainy. I'm like, well, there's not a gain on here.
They try to do all this stuff, and it's just.
Yeah.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn. Glad you're here with us. They're about to go through the coin toss here. Henderson in their home reds and Harding in their road white uniforms. We'll send it down to the field to our referee Dale Hargrave today for the coin toss this afternoon. Oh, I got you muted. Yeah. Yeah, he's there. Referee's got his mic on, he'll tell us.
This is heads. This is tails. What's your call?
Heads.
Heads. Go ahead, sir. Heads is a call.
Defer.
You're deferred. Harding has won the toss and will defer. Henderson State will receive. Let's have a great game, man.
Yes, indeed. Let's have a great game. So Henderson will receive the opening kickoff today. That's big.
Yeah, and they'll defend the north goal just like last week. Those captains for Harding were Christian Franklin, Corey Dean, Darius Brown, and Caden Henley. For Henderson State, Jordan Owens, Andrew Edwards, Jeremiah Davis, and Gabe Hernandez. Your full officiating crew tonight: Dale Hargrave, your referee, your umpire, Frank Wittenberg, head linesman, Mason Huseman, the line judge, Jacob Slaughter, the side judge, Will Corbin, field judge, Sean Austin, back judge, Terrence North, and center judge, Lance Reynolds, as the Henderson Reddies head out of the tunnel.
There they come. The Reddies, the 5-1 Reddies today, taking on the 6-0, number 2 ranked in the country, Harding Bisons today. Should be a good one today. Mentioned earlier, right before the coin toss, Harding will be in their home red uniforms. All red look today. Red pants, red jerseys, red helmets with a number on the side. Good-looking uniform today. A little silver to the numbers on the Henderson State uniforms. Across the chest, they have Reddies. And Harding on the far side, all white uniform. Good-looking uniform. Black on the side, black numerals with gold trim. Should be a good one today. Good uniform matchup today.
Well, of course, the Reddies went over 500 yards of total offense for the third time last week. They need to do it again today. They are second in the GAC, both in scoring offense and scoring defense, outscoring their opponents 239 to 101. But you know who's number one in both categories. And they're
I'll take a wild guess.
Away in the white uniforms trimmed in black.
So Henderson State will take the opening kickoff today. It's a big key. We were talking about pregame. You almost want to take no matter what happens, if you had won the toss, you hope that you get the ball first, score on that first drive, put a little pressure on these Bisons.
Yeah, and like we said, Harding has only allowed 2 touchdowns defensively through the air and 2 rushing touchdowns. So a total of 4 defensive touchdowns this year. And the team with the most rushing against them all year was Southeastern Oklahoma. They rushed for 182 yards. Everybody else has been 119, 103, and the other three have been under 100. And we said the top passing team against them was Southern Arkansas with 214 yards. So the Reddies they need to get a all-round offense. Try to get both running and passing together today. I'll get it out.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love to watch.
Hey, we're excited.
I'm telling you, college football, I don't care what level, it's fun to watch. Coach Maxfield always said the truest form of amateur football is Division II down. Because everybody, with NIL and everything, these kids aren't playing for millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're playing for the love of the game, and this is the truest form of amateur football, amateur athletics. And I tell you what, Division II athletics has come a long way in the last 20 years.
100%. Well, we're glad you're here with us this afternoon on a slightly overcast day, 81 degrees here in the Delph, as the youth call it today. Harding ready to kick off. It is Magnus Lepak kicking off. Kicks in the air, we're underway, and this one will sail through the end zone, and Henderson will start 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. See what they can do on this first drive right here.
I want a little shout-out to Jim Gardner for helping us out there. I want to thank you for that a little bit of help to get us our modulation right. It's hard to know what's going on when you can't get much feedback here, but we appreciate that, Jim.
100%. We're just happy people are watching.
Oh, listen and watching. We hope you enjoy the game. We're not the CBS sports crew, but we'll do our best.
They're the best they could afford. So.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
So Henderson State, they'll be in the shotgun. Andrew Edwards at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it over to this side. Complete to Maddox Davis. And that's going to be close to a first down. He'll be about 1 yard short. A good gain on that first down there.
Upended there by Ty Duggar, senior from Searcy. So
hometown kid over there.
Yes, sir. Now 2nd and 1. You definitely don't, on your first series, you don't want to go 3 and out. So you want to move the ball somewhat. You'd love to punch it in the end zone, but just move the ball and establish a little bit of an offense.
2nd and 1, Edwards will take the snap, throws it back this way. Pass complete to number 19, Taylon Pascal. He's a big highlight reel this year for the Reddies. He's pushed out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Reddies.
Senior Curtis Jackson from Colorado Springs with the tackle for the Bisons. So that's what you're going to do. These little short, quick outs. See if you can just pick away, take time off the clock. Don't put the ball in the hands of that Harding offense.
Fresh set of downs for the Reddies right now. They'll send a man in motion. It's Davis. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, throw it back over the middle. Complete to Caden Davis. He's going to get wrestled down near midfield, right on the first D of the Reddies on the midfield logo. It'll be 2nd and very manageable coming up. They've done a good job moving the ball early, Troy.
Yes, great job for the Reddies. Just, 4 or 5 yards of crack. You get 4 downs. You get 4 or 5 yards of play.
You're in good shape.
2 or 3 down. Yeah, you can get those first downs. Keep moving the sticks.
The top 2 offenses in the GAC facing off today. Henderson showing their hand first. Good snap. Edwards looking, throws it back over the middle. Pass is complete. That is to number 6, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Williams from Royce City, Texas. Big 6'2 sophomore. And another first down for the Reddies.
Junior Deion Campbell, the defensive back from Houston, Texas, with the stop. And you're now in plus territory at the Bison's 40-yard line.
Reddy's moving the ball well here. 1st and 10 coming up. 3rd first down of the game. Empty backfield. They'll widen it out. 3 to the right, 2 to the left for Andrew Edwards. Andrew will take the snaps. Going to quick throw to the right side. It is complete. Over to number 6 again, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Williams. Back-to-back completions to number 6, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Williams, and it'll be the 35-yard line.
5-yard pickup.
Yeah.
First down and get 5 yards. You're in the plus territory at the 35.
You'll take that.
Moving the ball. Take it. Take those short 5-6 yard plays.
It looks like they're giving it to him.
Yeah, eventually you're going to open up a big one.
So a bunch set right here coming up for the Reddies. They're going to have Pascal isolated at the top. 4 yards behind the center. Andrew will take the snap looking. He's got a lot of pressure behind him. That is big number 40, Caden Spencer from Springdale, Arkansas, in on the sack, and it's going to be a loss of yardage for the Reddies.
That's a redshirt freshman with the sack for the Bisons, and that brings it up 3rd and 10. Exactly what you didn't want. You were just waiting for that Harding defense. I mean, they're not one of the top defenses in the country for nothing.
So they brought the pressure there. It'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, the difference on that play, you saw all the previous plays were quick, fast passes.
Mm-hmm.
This one, he kind of rolled out, and they
had it covered.
Yeah, it was a coverage sack, no doubt.
So Edwards will empty the backfield, take the snap. Big time rush again. He's got to evade pressure. He's going to roll to his left. Now he's going to tuck it and run inside the 40 down to about where he was the previous play to the 35. And a big decision coming up here for the Reddies at 4th and 5.
Well, I mean, you punt it and it goes in the end zone, you gain 15 yards. Here, you might as well try it. Let's keep the ball on the ground. Let's keep it in the hands of the offense and see if you can get that 5 yards.
Well, our stream sponsor is Oaklawn, so what's the old saying, scared money don't make money.
Exactly.
So it's going to be an empty backfield. Henderson's going to go for this, or they might try to draw Harding offside. Edwards will have the backfield empty.
5 on the play clock. He's got to hurry.
Using all the time. He gets the snap off. He's looking. Got nothing there. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be close to the first down marker. He's got it. Going to get out of bounds at the 29. It'll be a first down for the Reddies.
Just across the 30. The referee spotted it just across the 30.
That's closer than it looked like it was.
Yeah, well, now he's backing it up, but it's right on the 30. He got it because that's where he had to get to. So the first gamble pays off on 4th down, and so 1-1 on 4th down conversions here to start things off, and the clock ticking down to 10:20 to play here in the opening quarter.
So the Reddies moving the ball well. They take the first gamble. It's going to be a screen over to the left side. The completed pass, that's over to Micah Green from Louisville, Texas, the junior. Might have got a yard if he's low. He got more than a yard.
Almost 3 yards.
Yeah, 3 yards. So they're still on schedule. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Reddies.
This is, I would say it's 4-down territory, but with our kicker, if we have to, they'll put him on.
We're in range right now.
But field goals, I don't think are going to win this ball game, to be honest with you.
May come down to one. You never know.
It could.
Edwards will hand it off. That is to Jeremiah Davis. He's going to wrestle ahead past the 25. He'll get to close to the 24. It'll be a 3rd down and about 4 for the Reddies here. They've already rattled off about 6 minutes on this clock.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You'd like to get another first down and run another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. Take up half the quarter, if possible. There's no sense in getting in any hurry. We said whoever controls this early going can set the tone for the rest of the ball game.
So more bunch formation for the Reddies. They'll send a man in motion. They'll have Davis in the backfield in the left hip pocket to Edwards, who will take the snap. Pass complete. Back over the middle. It's over to Caden Davis. He's into the red zone now, and it'll be another first down for the Reddies right now.
Just a very impressive drive for the Reddies coming out of the kickoff, and that's exactly what you wanted to see on this first drive. The big key is you've got to punch it in.
So the Reddies, they're going to have the front of the football right at the 20, so we'll call it close enough. They're in the red zone right now. They'll need to get to the 10 to get a first down. So Edwards will have Davis over to his right. Now Pascal isolated at the top. Here's Andrew Edwards, throws back over the right side, complete over to Davis. That is Caden Davis. And he'll get about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, Deion Campbell in on the stop.
I say if you have a good defense, they make their money if they can defend the red zone well. And it seems like that's a good start for the Bisons right now, defending the red zone. So 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom for Edwards. He'll have Jeremiah Davis to his left. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw, still looking, throws it back over the middle. In and out of the hands of Micah Green. He'd have had at least a first down right there, maybe a whole lot more, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. That's a big drop right there.
Big drop. Reddies have gone 13 plays and moved 56 yards. That was a huge drop because I think he may have reached pay dirt there.
He'd have had a good shot at it, but So third down coming up. You know, it's a good drive so far, but you want to end in points. So empty backfield, shotgun formation, trips to the left for Edwards. Edwards ready, 14 on the play clock. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw, still looking, throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. That is right through the hands of Trent Haygood, and it's going to be.
Must go off for one play.
That's back-to-back drops that's cost the Henderson State Reddies a chance for a score or even a first down.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to concentrate that you cannot have those drops in an important game like this.
So Nathan Woolbrick will have to come out of the game. You heard our lead official mention that he lost his helmet on the previous play, and that's going to set up a field goal for Ryan McDonald. This will be a 36-yard field goal.
He's 5 of 10 on the year.
Baker, the holder, Sam Wisner, his snap is good. The hold's good. It's in the air. It's good. So the Reddies not able to score a touchdown, but they do get points on the board. They wipe off nearly half of this first quarter as the 7:36 mark. The Reddies have the lead.
We are in a weather delay due to lightning being within 8 miles of the stadium.
Well,
we got bad news for you, folks, as you just heard from our lead official. That is Dale Hargrave just telling us we're in a weather delay as there is lightning in the area within 8 miles of the facility here at Henderson State. So I believe that is 30 minutes. Is that correct, Troy?
Correct.
So we will have a 30-minute delay.
Let's go over that drive real quick for Henderson State. 15 plays, 56 yards, 7:21 off the clock, which is a great. And guess what? Henderson State was shut out last year against you, so they already got points on the board.
They're ahead of the game than they were last year. But that's a good first drive. I know it didn't end in a touchdown, but you want to get points on the board and you want to put a little pressure on the Bisons.
Yeah, it's exactly what you wanted to do to take you got that kickoff and just drove it down the field and did exactly what you needed to do. You would love to put 7 on the board, but hey, at least 3 is
better than nothing.
Exactly.
So once again, we are in a weather delay here at Carpenter Haygood Stadium. Apparently lightning within 8 miles of the facility here. So that was about 3 or 4 minutes ago. We'll take a short little break here in just a moment. We'll be back with more here on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
Java Primo, where amazing coffee is just the beginning. Visit Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia, on Central Avenue in Hot Springs, and on the Square in Magnolia. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, gifts, or desserts, Java Primo has something amazing for everyone. Shop for gifts and gift cards for your favorite Reddie online 24/7 at javaprimo.com. Hostess is proudly creating job opportunities here in Clark County. Enjoy the sweet life and apply to join the Hostess team. The Arkadelphia Bakery is currently hiring for both salary and hourly positions. And while you're at it, go ahead and give one of their Twinkies, donuts, or jumbo honey buns a try. Your sweet tooth will be glad you did. Hostess, a proud supporter of the Henderson State Reddies.
Sodexo would like to invite you to a new dining experience on the beautiful campus of Henderson State University. Come dine with us in our new dining hall or retail locations, including Starbucks, perfect for your break times. Grab a quick lunch at Chick-fil-A, where it's always a pleasure to serve you, and check out the all-new Reddie Grill. Fresh ingredients made to order and certain to put you in that Reddie spirit. Sodexo, encouraging you to eat well, live ready.
Are you in the market for insurance? Have questions about coverage, claims, or anything in between? Contact your local State Farm agent, Heather Powell. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Heather is there to help you. Stop by her offices in Arkadelphia or Hot Springs to chat about your insurance needs, or give her a call at 501-623-8878. Heather Powell, where good neighbor service meets great insurance.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network presented presented by Oaklawn. Fans, those tuned in, we are in a lightning delay. The teams have headed to the locker room. We're going to be in a lightning delay for at least the next 25 or so minutes. Keep it tuned here. We're going to go off the air for just a few minutes, just audibly, that's a word, right? So we're going to go off. There'll be no audio, but we'll have the video for you. We'll keep you updated with updates as they come along here on the Henderson State Sports Network, but we'll take a break. We will have no audio for you here for the next 25 or so minutes as the teams have headed to the locker room. We're in a weather delay here at Carpenter-Haygood Stadium. This is the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
big. It doesn't have to be like a banquet, but like a party and everything, like the Independence School does. You know, music playing. It's just like, I mean, kids, okay, you're going to mingle a little bit. You can play some games like this team against this team and like a game thing. And then Saturday, you play the game. Saturday, you got it. What else is doing that Saturday? There's nothing else really going on. And you play that Saturday. And what you do is, you get for the teams, you limit it to just like the travel. You could say, you're only supposed to travel 55, well, you allow 65. Okay? You allow a party of 80. Okay? And you pay for that party of 80, the hotel, you cover their meals and everything. So they're not paying anything. The only thing they have to pay is their travel to get there. But then you also give both teams $50,000 check. That way, schools would want to claim it.
Yeah.
Because these other ones, they got maybe a freaking watch. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
And the schools got to pay for it. And then you give both teams gifts. Okay? You know, all players and stuff. And if you do it real often, you can get all that. And you can get Air Force bases and all that. Anything. And you get Jacksonville Air Force Base, you fly over. You let you charge $10 a ticket, you know, whatever. And you let all current military in free. And you try to get like a military band there to perform, all that stuff. And I said, now think about that. So you're going to pay each team $50,000, that's $100,000. And by the time you figure hotels and everything else, you're probably figuring another $100,000. Okay? So you need to come up with at least that much in sponsorships. And that's got to be easy. There's no doubt. I said, yeah. You know, and let War Memorial take all the profits from the parking and the concessions. And maybe they won't charge us a fee to use it. And have it. And I guarantee you, you know, it would be better than how we had that damn junior college national championships I started over there. Nobody in the damn stand. Like 1,000 people tops. But you're playing on a Saturday afternoon in Little Rock, and you get these. You got Barksdale Air Force Base sitting that far away. You've got Jacksonville right there. I mean, you've got and the VA is right there. And you bring in anyone that can from the VA, let them come in, have them recognize me. And I talked to Shane Broadway, I said, I'm telling you. And that way we have a legitimate, real YouTube bowl game that we can attract. And kids would want to play, you know. But it never, I couldn't get it off the ground. I tried to get some help. You know, through the years, oh, it's not little cell, but you wait 2 hours later, we got another big one coming. Oh well. It is what it is.
stayed in my buddy Conway last night. I drove from Siloam to Conway. We're at home against Lake Hamilton. We won't have a competitive game until we play Greenwood. That may not be competitive either. Well, it's at our place, so I mean, they got to drive 4 hours. I mean,
I was driving back from Little Rock game here. I haven't heard Ted Terry come in and call in this report.
I can't believe he's back calling games after his, little fun last year. I was like, I want to mess with him. I'm like, dude, you did that after you beat Northside by like 80 points. Like, I waited till like after the state championship to get that happen. Heck, you did that when we went to state baseball at Majestic a couple years ago. You had that for me every 3 innings.
Yeah, we got live stats. I did it for the Babe Ruth. We'll do it. I think we're going to have. We're either getting a 3 or 5A state championship there this year.
Oh yeah, at Majestic.
Yeah, and we'll know in January if we get the finals for both baseball and softball. They were there after the Babe Ruth World Series and really liked it. We've already expanded the park. We've got a press box.
Yeah.
Because
last time I was at Majestic, it was all open air, which I didn't mind.
Well, it's because it got cut out
Yeah.
of the budget. Well, we got a press box right next to the concession stand. We're not calling it the press box. We're calling it the Majestic baseball suite. It's like, and then right in front of us is where we're going to put the radio, so I can reach
Okay.
down, right in front of us, and it's all blocked off. And then TV will be on the opposite side. But we've added seats and covers and everything else, and we're going to do some other things. Already.
Excuse me. Let's see, where were we at?
When you travel, it matters where you stay, and that's why the Reddies choose Hampton Inn, the official hotel of Reddie Athletics. Hampton will always go the extra mile to give you an exceptional stay with amenities designed for your comfort and convenience. Stay at the Hampton Inn of Arkadelphia to enjoy their free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and spacious rooms. Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Fairway Nation mortgage loan officers are dedicated to finding great rates and loan options for their customers while offering some of the fastest turn times in the industry. Fairway strives to make team members and customers feel like a part of the family while providing exceptional customer service, speed, and support by being kind, humble, and giving 100% every day. Visit our local Fairway mortgage loan officers Chad Bradford and Marissa McKay here in Arkadelphia, or call them at 501-910-0773 to get started today.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. Glad you're back with us after that 30-minute-ish lightning delay that we had here. I didn't see it. I think it was behind us. But, Troy, as we resume here, it seemed like a long time ago when the Reddies, they marched down the field, and they didn't get 7, but they got 3 out of it.
Yeah, they put a nice 15-play, 56-yard drive, took off 7:20 off the clock. Yeah, there's another cell coming in about 2 hours, so we'll see if that halts us anymore.
Kicks in the air. It's a little bit of a squibber. It'll be fielded at the 17-yard line. It's brought out and returned by Braden Jay. Got to keep an eye on him. He's one of the big pieces of this Henderson offense, or not Henderson, Harding offense that will take the field here. So they will start 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And all the people on, see, I'm a big guy on Twitter, well, they call it X now, but the college football sickos love the flex bone.
Yeah.
It's a very old school offense, but by gosh, it's very effective in what they do.
And Henderson State used to run it way back in the day.
The Reddie Bone.
The Reddie Bone offense, yeah.
So they'll line up in the flex bone offense. It'll be Cole Keelan who will take the snap and hand it off. It's only about a 2-yard gain, so good job by the Reds. If they can just hold them 2-yard gains, they'll be in good shape.
Good first play for the Reddie defense, but they're going to pound you.
Yeah.
Harding's got a big offensive front. They're going to just pound it up the middle.
I say 2 yards. He extended. He actually got 4 yards on that, so that's a big push.
You look at their left tackle, Jake Mitchell, 6'3", 285. Their left guard, Dylan Daring, 6'4", 290. All these seniors.
Good job by the Reddies there. Keelan faked the handoff. He gave it to Braden Jay, and he's at a loss. They'll be at the third. Gerard Collada making the play there, and it's 3rd and long for the Bisons here.
Yeah, and they're pretty darn good on 3rd down conversions. They haven't. They're 54% on converting on 3rd down conversions this year.
So already we're just in the 6.5-minute mark of this first quarter. This is a big fulcrum of this game right now. If you can force them off of this 3rd and 11, we'll see what happens from there. Keelan in the flex bone up under center. He'll take the snap. He will toss it. It will go to Brady Barnett. As Barnett's pushed to the outside, he's pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's going to be another loss for this Bison offense, and the Bisons are forced to punt, Troy.
Yeah, Colby Crawford stretching it out and forcing them out of bounds. And the Reddies force a 3-and-out.
Hey, I tell you what, Troy, this is the 4th home game of the year. This is the loudest I've heard the crowd so far was after that stop on 3rd down.
Good job by Henderson State's defense on that series.
Pascal will be back to receive. This will be Luke Mamana.
Averaging 40 yards per punt.
That one's a wobbler. That's going to go bounce at about the 30. Bounce out of bounds. They'll mark it.
Probably right about the 32-yard line.
I would say so. We're going to wait for this judge to get down the sideline.
Looks like it'll be right on the 30.
Right at the 30.
Media timeout.
We'll have we didn't have a long enough break. Media timeout coming up here. 3-0. Reddy's in the lead. They have the lead over the number 2 ranked Bisons. We will take a short 60-second break here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
SCM Architects have been serving Henderson State University for over 20 years. You'll recognize the firm's work on campus in the design of the dining hall, the Charles Dunn Student Recreation Center, Sturgis Honors Hall, and East and West Residence Hall. This year, SCM Architects have been privileged to work on the new Charles and Anita Cave Student Athlete Success Center and the restoration of the historic Captain Henderson House. Learn more about the firm's higher education, commercial interior design, historic preservation, and master planning projects at scmarchitects.com.
When you order from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. Reddy's already forced the Bisons off the field. 3-and-out, a rare 3-and-out for these Bisons, as the Reddies will take over 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Bunch formation, as Pascal will be alone at the top. Edwards will take the snap. He'll hand off to Jeremiah Davis. He will have a fairly decent gain. He'll get 3 yards on that first play, 2nd and 7. So you mentioned it. It'd be nice if, Henderson State could either put points on the board or take a ton of time off this clock.
That's what the game plan is.
Edwards will send a man in motion. It's Maddox Davis. He will take the snap. He's going to keep it. He will give it to Caden Davis across the middle. It'll be a 1st down for the Reddies right here as they'll cross the 40-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Reddies once again. They've had good movement so far.
Yeah, Joseph Uluwalami making the tackle, and he made the last 2 tackles, a sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Defensive line comes in at 6'2", 310.
So 1st and 10 for the Reddies here. The shotgun formation will have Jeremiah Davis to the left of Andrew Edwards, quarterback here. takes the snap, looking to throw. He's under some pressure. Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. It's recovered by the Bisons. That was 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗏 who recovered the fumble.
Really on the field. It's a fumble by the offense, recovered by the defense. First down.
Excuse me, that was Clark Griffin that recovered the fumble.
They got 2 24s on the roster.
That's right.
And that's what we said you can't have turnovers after doing, and that's what Harding can do to you. I mean, you did a 3 and out, and he came from the backside. They missed him, and Edwards was just stripped from the backside.
Yeah, he didn't even see him coming. Yeah, pressure from both sides. Well, the Bisons are in plus territory for the first time today. It will start 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Still in the flex bone. Keelan will get under center. Send a man in motion. He will hand it off up the middle. And it's going to be a big gain close to the first down marker. They gave it to Andrew Miller. And it'll be 2nd and 1 coming up for the Bisons.
Miller averaging 82 yards per game, 6.7 yards per carry. He's tallied 6 touchdowns on the season. See, that's what that offense can do to you. Had several Reddies going after other men, other players.
Yes.
And he was going right at the middle. It's just, you're sometimes just guessing who's got the football.
Keelan will take the snap. He'll hand it up the middle. It'll be a first down to Andrew Miller. And the Bisons have their first down of the game. 3:45 left in the first quarter of action here. Reddies do have the lead still. A 1st and 10 coming up for the Bisons. It'll be Keelan in the flex bone once again. Be in the flex bone pretty much the whole day. It'll be Miller behind him, Braden Jay to his right, Christian Franklin to his left. They have Brady Barnett isolated to the left side and Bodie Neal isolated to the right side. Formation's going to look pretty much the same the whole day. They'll hand it off. He's stopped up the middle by Andrew Miller. He was met close to the line of scrimmage. If he got a yard, he's lucky. So they'll
up front by the Reddie defense.
He might have got a foot, so it'll be 2nd and a long 9 coming up for the Bisons.
Jordan Owens met him right there at the line of scrimmage, the linebacker for the Reddies. Red shirt senior. Red shirt senior from North Little Rock.
Just up the road here, North Little Rock. Keelan will take the snap. He'll toss it over to the right side. He's been in the backfield. Christian Franklin had nowhere to go. And the Reddies force another loss of yards, another 4 yards lost. Big play again by the Reddies right there.
Gerard Collada.
The team's leading tackler.
Yeah, that's his 2nd tackle for a loss today. He's got 6.5 tackles for a loss this year.
So 3rd and 13. Judging by how the kicker is reacting on the sideline, they are in range of a field goal here.
And if you can hold them to a field goal attempt, that'd be huge after that fumble.
Keelan will line up under center. He'll send a man in motion. He's going to go back and drop the pass. He slips in the backfield. He's going to be brought down. It's a sack. A rare attempt to pass ends in a sack. And the Reddies force the Bisons off the field, or at least into their field goal unit.
Yeah, that time. Yusuf Gamel there with the sack.
So this will be a hefty field goal right now for Magnus Lepik. It'll be
49 yards.
49 and some change.
He's 0 for 1 on 50 plus. He's 1 for 2 from 40 to 49 yards.
Kicks in the air. It's a good hold, and it's off the upright. A doink off the left upright, and the Bisons escape with no points for their 2nd consecutive drive.
Good job by the defense. A lot of positive for that defense after the Reddies gave up the football deep in their own territory, and the defense just pushed them back on like 3 consecutive plays after they got that first down. And now the Reddies will take over on their own 32-yard line. Got to move the football after getting that gift.
Now we got to give a call to the best defender on the field on that last play, the upright. Right. So Good job over there. It looked like it was going to be good, but it just hooked at the last second.
It looked like it had that knuckleball kind of a kick. It didn't look very good, but I mean, looked like it was down the middle.
Edwards takes the snap, pass complete along the far sideline. Taylor Pascal, he's going to be brought down almost in a WWE move as it's past the 40 to the 42.
Actually, 37, isn't it?
Or no, the 37, excuse me. That's first down marker at the 42. Right. So they get half of it on this first down play for second and very manageable here.
Yeah. Keep moving the football. Keep the ball out of the hands of the Bisons.
Trips to the right. Pascal isolated at the top. There's Edwards. He'll hand it off. And it's up the middle, past the 40. He'll get close to the first down. The ball pops out. It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and, well, about 1.
And they don't have to run a play. I wouldn't run a play. Let's end the quarter right here.
We'll see what they do here as they will bring, that is Frederick O'Donnell off the field.
Yeah, coach is saying hold it. He wants to take it to the quarter. That's very smart, Dylan. You know,
I like it.
Go into the second quarter with a 3-0 lead. 3rd and 1. Let's collect.
You create a low pressure.
Come up together with a good offensive play to get a first down and push it.
1 quarter down.
This is the end of the first quarter.
You heard the man. It's the end of the first quarter. We've played 15 here so far at Henderson State. We got 45 to go. We'll have the second quarter for you in just a moment. This is Henderson State Sports on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Do you need to navigate the real estate market? Crylike has trusted real estate experts with deep market knowledge committed to exceptional service. Contact our local Arkadelphia Crylike agent Kim Bird to begin searching for your forever home today. Call 870-293-1111 or visit her office in Arkadelphia at 203 South 26th Street, Suite A. Crylike, home is where the heart is.
The Southwest Auto Collection in Arkadelphia is a proud sponsor of Henderson State Athletics. We offer the best American-made vehicles: Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. We have the largest selection and lowest prices, and we're the only dealer who give you tires for life with every new car you purchase. Come see the Southwest Auto Collection at 10th Street in Arkadelphia or go online at idriveswa.com. The Southwest Auto Collection in Arkadelphia.
Well, Troy Mitchell, the Reddies, they got off to as good a start as you can ask for. They did have a turnover in that first quarter, but they made up for it as they will have the ball at the 41. 3rd down and 1 to start this second quarter. They will send Pascal in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle. Actually, he's going to keep it as Edwards will reach close to the first down marker. I don't think he got it. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to reach for the first down, but he was still a yard short. So another big decision coming up for the Reddies.
A couple quick scores for you at halftime. Ouachita's beating Arkansas Monticello 24-7. And down in El Dorado in the second quarter, Southern Arkansas leads Arkansas Tech 14-7.
Sure, a lot of people seeing this first quarter score, and they're starting to look a little bit. So 4th and 1 right now. Bunch formation. Edwards will take the snap and look to throw. Throws it back over the middle. Pass is complete. A big 4th down conversion to Micah Green. And they'll stop his forward progress at about the 49. 1st and 10 coming up for the Reddies. The second time they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted.
2 of 2 on 4th down. Coming into after 1 quarter of play, the Reddies ran 19 plays for 73 yards. Harding ran 8 plays for 2.
It's not bad.
That's what you want.
So the Reddies a yard away from midfield. 1st and 10 coming up again. Edwards takes the snap. He will hand off up the middle. That is to Dylan Jones. Got about 2 yards there. A 2nd and 8 coming up as they pull people off the pile over there. Looks like a rugby scrum up the middle all day.
Well, in the plus territory now.
So they are on the good side of the 50 now at the 49. 13-18 left in this first half. We had a 30-minute weather delay at the 7:40 mark of the first quarter. Trying to avoid another cell coming in about 3:30 or so, but we're ticking along here. Edwards will hand off over outside left guard. He's got room. It's going to be brought down past the 40. It'll be a first down. Frederick O'Donnell with a big power run there. He's brought at the 39. 1st and 10 for the Reddies.
Yeah, Justin Sobczak, the defender from Cabot, Arkansas, with the tackle. Reddy's at the 39-yard line.
A lot of football pedigree in Cabot over there.
They had a play. I can't remember who they played. I think it was did they play upset last night? Did they beat?
Yeah, they played Pulaski Academy.
Yeah, they beat
last
Pulaski
night.
last night. Yeah.
2 to the top. They'll send a man in motion. Edwards empties the backfield. He's looking to throw. Throws it over the right side of the field. Pass is in and out of the hands of Talon Pascal. That would have been a big gain and for sure would have had first down yardage. But it'll be 2nd and 10 right now.
That's the 3rd drop by Ready receivers already in this game. All 3 of those passes that were dropped could have been caught. One of them could have been a touchdown.
You know, you could look at it, the glass half empty or glass half full. They're getting open receivers like that. So I think that'll be a sign of more things to come. They just got to haul the catches in, man. So Edwards will have Davis to his left hip pocket. Pascal isolated at the top. They'll send Davis in motion. Maddox Davis throwing back over the middle. Pass is over to Talon Pascal, almost intercepted. That was broken up. That was Troy Wiseman from Conway, Arkansas, that almost had an interception but ended up breaking it up. And it's 3rd and 10 right there. Another drop.
Yeah, Pascal had it in his hands, could not hold on to it. You know, sometimes these guys wear these darn gloves. Maybe throw the damn gloves away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw the gloves away and just get your hands out there.
So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Reddies as they will send in. That is Trent Haygood will come back into the game. He'll be joined by Micah Green, who will go to the far side, and we'll have a whistle and a timeout. Reddies.
Timeout. Henderson State, they're first.
So that's the first time out of the half. They'll have 2 left. 12:04 left in the first half. Reddies do have the lead. It is 3-0. This is Henderson State Sports on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp code, lesson 86. This is how you say, gee willikers, it's a hot one. Let's cool down with some Bud Lights. That's it for today. Bud Light, crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Sadie, student and team leader. And I'm Lauren, student and agriculturalist. When we rise above alcohol and drugs, we reach for, expect, achieve, and accomplish more. The minute we think about using alcohol or drugs, we lower our chance of living our best life. When we rise above, we respect ourselves and lead by example. Being drug and alcohol-free has always been the best way to be. Let's do this. Join the RAD movement and challenge yourself to rise above alcohol and drugs. This message brought to you by Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services Prevention Program.
Off the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. 3rd and 10 coming up. 2 crucial drops.
Yeah, Edwards came off the field upset, and guys are trying to calm him down.
Trips to the right. It'll be an empty backfield for Andrew Edwards. He's running. He's going to roll to his right. Edwards still running. He's going to tuck it himself, and he'll only get 2 yards. If he's lucky, maybe just 1. It'll be 4th and 9 coming up.
This is a punt situation, I think.
And we'll see what the Reddies do here.
That was a coverage play. Nobody was open, though Edwards did go to his right. No way he could look back to his left to find anybody. Everybody on the right side was covered.
So they're going to go for this. Keep the offense on the field. Greg Holsworth keeping the offense on the field. They're 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions so far. See if they can make it 3 for 3. Edwards will take the snap. They're going for this. Pressure is there, and he's going to be sacked at the 44, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Reddies, and the Bisons will take over close to midfield.
Looked like Caden Spencer led the charge for the Bison. I say we got that young offensive line for the Reddies and a veteran defensive front for Harding, and they kind of just plowed through that offensive line. Didn't give Edwards much time to look for any open targets.
You hope that you don't look back at those drops and think, man, that would have been the difference.
Right now it would have been, because I'm telling you, 2 of those 4 drops would have resulted in touchdowns.
So the Bisons will retake the field. Cole Keelan in the flex bone. Native of Harrison, Arkansas. He'll hand it off up the middle. Not much there. That was Andrew Miller. He'll get a yard, but not much more. 2nd and 9.
Collada in there on the charge for the Reddies. Made the initial hit. So 2nd down and 9, Dylan.
Let's see what the Bisons have cooked up here. They've already tried to pass once today.
Like I say, they came in and only thrown the ball 26 times in 6 games.
Keelan will send Braden Jay in motion. He's going to tuck it and run. He's past midfield. Ball's out. Ball is out. It's recovered. We're going to wait a minute. The Reddies think they have it. We're going to wait. They pull the pile off.
It's a scrum. Reddies
and
no signal yet.
No signal, nothing yet.
Now they got
and it's recovered by the Reddies.
Really on the field. It's a fumble by the offense. Recovered by the defense. 1st down, Henderson State.
A rare turnover, a miscue. The 3rd miscue of the day for this Bison's offense. They've had a missed field goal, a turnover, and they've been forced on a 3 and out.
𝗬𝗓𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 with that recovery for the Reddies. And now Henderson State needs to make it hurt.
Yes.
You've got to take advantage of any turnovers. Harding did not take advantage of Henderson's turnover. Let's see if the Reddies can take advantage of Harding's turnover.
So the Reddies will go back to work on offense here. 10:29 left in this first half. Trips to the right of Davis to the right of Edwards. He'll take the snap, hand it off up the middle. He's going to duck his head and get pretty good yardage. He'll be close to midfield, just probably a foot short.
Number 2 must go off for 1 play due to his helmet coming off. 20-second play clock, please. 25-second.
Frederick O'Donnell has to come off.
Lost his helmet. Now tighten that chin strap.
Hey, we're seeing a lot of that this year. Helmets coming off. I've seen more this year than in the past, for sure. I don't know what it is. Is it with the way the helmets are fitting now or what?
Dylan Jones goes to the backfield with Andrew Edwards. He'll take the snap, hand off to Dylan Jones, past midfield. He'll get to the 47-yard line. So 3rd and 3 coming up.
Number 58 must go off for 1 play.
Clark Griffin in on the stop for the Bison.
So Cooper Fearman will have to exit the game for 1 play. Lost his helmet. That's Griffin, the 4th lost helmet of the day.
Griffin, a 5th-year linebacker from Mountain Brook, Alabama. That's 3rd and short, 3rd and about 4.
3rd down and 4. They'll send a man in motion. Edwards looking to throw back over the pass complete to the 35, the 30. He's got room. He's wrestled down. Finally past the 30-yard line. That's Maddox Davis who hauled in that catch. Just good to see a catch right now.
Luke Martin with the stop for the Bison, or he would have gone the distance. The Reddies now at the 26-yard line and still chewing time off that clock.
They're kind of giving Harding a taste of their own medicine, chewing this clock.
It keeps your defense fresh. Hopefully kind of wear down their defense.
So there's 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They're stacked nose to tail. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to throw back to his left, and it's incomplete. That was Maddox Davis. Maddox had to dive a little bit for that one. It was a little bit out of his reach, but he still got his hands on it.
Yeah,
It'll be 2nd and 10.
He's made most of those type of catches. I don't know if
As the sun comes out here in Arkadelphia.
the clouds part. I don't know if Edwards is just throwing rockets at him or what, but these guys are just a 5.
Yeah, I've always heard that's the thing, that you can throw it too fast as a quarterback. I don't think it's that case, but they'll send Maddox Davis in motion. The snap's going to go to Dylan Joe. Frederick O'Donnell, he's going to bring it up the middle, close to the first down marker. He's into the red zone to the 17. It'll be 3rd and short. Less than a yard for the Reddies coming up here.
This is a big play here. You want to get a first down. You want to put it in the end zone. You don't want to have to settle for a field goal. And they're taking almost the whole 40 seconds off that play clock, Dylan.
Yeah, that's not like them, but they're doing it they're trying to give Harding a taste of their own medicine. If they can't score on offense if they'll have the ball. Edwards will have 2 to his right. He'll have a running back to his right. He'll take the snap, handoff up the middle. He's got room at the 15. He's forced close to the 15. It'll be a first down for the Reddies. That's Frederick O'Donnell that took it. It's another first down for Henderson State coming up.
Clark Griffin again with the initial contact for the Bisons. So the Reddies can still get another first down. 1st and 10 from the 15. They got to get to the light green for a first down. They're in the dark green. They got to get to the light green.
They need to get to the green that's painted white over there.
Exactly. That's where we need to get to.
10 on the play clock, 7.5 to go. Edwards will take the snap, looking to throw back over the middle. It's complete, but he's met by 4 Bison. There's a fumble. It's recovered by by Harding.
That was Griffin again.
That was Clark Griffin. Forced it out of the hands.
Literally on the field is a catch, fumble, recovered by the defense. First down.
So that was a good job by Clark Griffin to just wrestle it out of his arms, and it's another turnover for the Reddies.
Gosh, that hurts. That hurts.
So it was brought out to the 20-yard line. Well, the Reddies have been real good on defense today. They'll need to do it again, but you're kind of playing with fire if you keep giving Harding extra possessions like this.
Especially when you were moving the ball.
Keelan in the flex bone again. He'll hand off. He'll keep it. Wow, I couldn't tell who that was. It leaped over the line and made the tackle. But it's only going to be a yard gain there for the Bisons.
2nd down and 9.
That looked like 𝗏𝗏𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗕𝗘 loading up through the A-gap there. He leaped over somebody and got to Keelan and wrestled him down. It looked like it might have been a 5-yard gain, but it was only 1 because of that. 2nd and 9 for the Bisons out of the flex bone. They will send a man in motion. They're going to throw.
Oh, he's wide open.
Keelan's got a man wide open over to the near side. It's complete. That is to Braden Jay across midfield to the 45, and the Bisons complete a pass. And it's a first down. Very, very unorthodox of them to throw the ball like that.
And it was really a little bit underthrown. Ready defender wasn't ready for it. Or he could have had a pick 6.
Cole Keelan's a 6-foot senior out of Harrison, Arkansas. You almost forget that he's left-handed when he goes back to throw like that because it's very rare when he throws. That's only the 28th attempt on the season by the Bisons. As they'll go back to work, they'll hand off over to the left side. That's Andrew Miller who will take it across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Miller, like we said, averaging 82 yards per game. Scored 6 times. Now Harding in the plus territory.
Only time they've been in plus territory is when they started with the ball in plus territory.
Yeah, on the fumble.
Keelan ready to go back to work. Got a back in each direction. They'll toss it to the left side. It's going to be another loss. Braden Jay had nowhere to go. He is wrestled down by 2 Reddies back there. It looked like Jordan Owens was in on the tackle.
They read that play well, so it brings up 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long A long 7 for the Bisons here. The crowd making some noise here at Carpenter-Haygood on a homecoming Saturday. Keelan will take the snap. They'll toss to the left side to Braden Jay. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Past midfield. He is short, so it'll be 4th down from the 48-yard line. He'll need to get 3 yards.
And they're going for it.
They're going to keep the offense on the field. No, it looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah.
So Harding will punt.
They'll play field position. Like we say.
So a good job by the Reddies here after the miscue on the fumble after the pass was caught. Pascal will hustle out there. End over end punt. It's going to be fair caught at the 11 by Talon Pascal. And that's where the Reddies will start, 1st and 10.
Media timeout.
And that is media timeout. 4:04 left in the first half. Henderson State leading the number 2 ranked in the country Bisons 3-0. We'll be back in just a moment on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Brookshire's proudly supports the Henderson State Reddies. At Brookshire's, you can save on fuel or groceries with your points, where every dollar you spend earns you 1 point. Plus, score big with meat that is cut fresh daily, and enjoy lower prices on the freshest produce. In a hurry? Let us do the shopping for you with our convenient curbside online ordering and pickup. Visit Brookshires.com to place your order today. Brookshire's, your ultimate tailgating destination. Go Reddies and go Brookshires.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery, yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Back on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. I'm Devin Conley alongside Troy Mitchell with you here this afternoon. The Reddies have done outstanding on defense today. They've only launched 3 points onto the board, though. So they'll go back to work. It's going to be incomplete on the near sideline. Another drop for the Reddies here. That's the 6th drop by the Reddies so far on offense.
I think the thing about these receivers, I think they want to do too much. I mean, I think
they think about what's happening before they catch the ball.
Yeah. We need to get back to those quick outs, which was working. What's happened? Andrew Edwards is getting frustrated, and that's going to force him to, do something that could make a big mistake.
Edwards surpassing 10,000 all-purpose yards. He's going to go back to throw. It's over the middle, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted. It bounced through the hands of Ty Duggar of the Bisons, and it'll be 3rd and 10 coming up now.
And just like that, Andrew Edwards, a little bit of a mistake there because he was thrown into traffic.
See what the Reddies have cooked up here on 3rd and 10.
We've only taken 9 seconds off the clock on this series.
Yes.
That's what Harding wanted. They wanted to pin Henderson deep, hope a 3 and out, and then get the ball in good field position.
Edwards will take the snap, looking to throw. The ball's out, and it's fumbled and recovered by the Bisons.
That's the 3rd fumble today.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. 1st down, Harding.
So Harding will get a 1st and goal after the Reddie miscue here, the 3rd turnover of the day for the Bisons, or for the Reddies, excuse me.
You cannot keep making mistakes like that on offense and expect to win the game. Henderson's defense has done everything you asked for.
Correct. Yeah, it's been.
But when you have 3 fumbles and 6 drops in the first half alone.
Well, let's see if the Reddie defense could stand tall once again. 3:49 left in the half. Harding will receive the opening kickoff to the second half. They will hand up the middle. That's to Christian Franklin. So it'll be second and goal. Might have gained a yard if he's right back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they'll give him a yard. So it'll be second and goal coming up.
Harding's taking as much time off the clock, too. They know they can score. They don't want to give the ball back to Henderson with much time.
I imagine
they know they get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Keelan lines up under center. They'll have 2 men in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle, and it's a touchdown for the Bisons. Andrew Miller punches it in at the 3:09 mark, and the Bisons finally on the scoreboard after going nearly a full half scoreless. They're on the board finally 6-3 pending the extra point.
Miller's 7th touchdown of the season, rushing-wise.
Magnus Lepak on to attempt the extra point. And a whistle, and
that's the first flag of the day.
Yeah. Been a clean game so far. This might be on the Reddies.
The idea is he's asking him what he wants to do.
Yep.
Asking Coach Simmons what he wants to do.
Illegal substitution. Defense. That penalty is declined. Retry.
Well, didn't even have the first try.
Yeah. So we're going to retry the first attempt here. Lepax kicks in the air, and this one is good. 3:09 left in the first half. Harding on the board finally. They lead this one 7-3. We'll be back in just a moment on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
Henderson State University is known as the school with a heart. We lift each other up, encourage each other to reach our goals, and celebrate every win together. Because together, we're stronger. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're ready. Here, you don't just grow, you belong. Come see why Henderson is the school with a heart. Schedule a campus visit today.
Back here, 3:09 left until halftime. Troy, it's unfair to believe that the Reddies were going to hold the Bisons to no points today, but they've done a really good job all day long to keep Henderson in this game, despite 3 turnovers.
No doubt, Dylan, and plus 6 drops. I mean, it could have been 14-0 going, very easily. Guys are not concentrating, bringing the ball away, and they're looking for the end zone. They're taking their eyes off the ball.
This kickoff's in the air as it's going to take a bounce out of bounds.
Yeah, there's the flag because it's going to make it. Oh, we got a little scrum.
A little extracurricular activity.
Come on, guys, we don't need this. It's just a football game. I know everybody, the tension is high. Everybody's playing hard. Well, that's going to take the ball to the 35, Dylan. So the Reddies will get good field position to start this drive. 3:09 left, and they have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning timeout. So
that's a smart play by Daviante Roberts to just let it roll out of bounds. It's real easy. Just pick it up right there, and
a lot of I've seen that happen too many times, and then they
free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
So with that miscue on special teams, the Reddies do get a gift here. They'll start at the 35, 1st and 10.
They need to put it in the end zone. They need to move the ball. Guys need to concentrate, catch the football, hold on to the football, period.
That would be ideal. Reddies have 2 timeouts remaining. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Edwards will throw it over to the right side. It's complete to Maddox Davis. He's pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
I'm telling you, they tackle him up high around that head, around that collar. I mean, it's pretty vicious over there. These guys, referee's going to have to get control because it's getting a little chippy out there, and guys are getting a little overactive, a little more physical than you'd like to see. 2nd and 5, though.
So Edwards will line up. He's going to have 2 to the bottom. Pascal lined at the top. Now handoff up the middle. Had nowhere to go. Now he's going to turn it up to the left side. Frederick O'Donnell making guys miss, shaking and baking past the 50 to the 47-yard line. And it's a first down for the Reddies.
Whole bunch of Harding Bisons were there on the stop, led by Keelan Fountain. Also Caden Spencer. But the Reddies in plus territory again, Dylan.
They've had good movement. It's just you just hang on to the ball and...
You'd like to get a playoff before the 2-minute timeout.
I think they're going to look at it. And if not, they still have 2 timeouts, so nothing but time. They'll take the snap. It'll be the last play before the 2-minute timeout as it's complete to Davis, but there was a price to pay.
But he still picked up good 5 yards, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
That is the 2-minute timeout. A Bison lost his helmet.
So he'll have to come out.
Will Dunn will have to come out of the game.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
You heard our referee, Dale Hargrave. It's the 2-minute timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
South Central Connect believes our communities deserve more than just promises. They deserve action. That's why they're building and expanding a powerful fiber-to-the-home network that brings high-speed internet and crystal-clear digital phone service to rural areas across the region. They deliver faster internet speeds, unlimited data, and reliable support, all with no commitments. Try them risk-free and experience the difference fiber makes. Proudly serving Arkadelphia and surrounding communities since 1970, Two Rivers Federal Credit Union is a member-owned credit union dedicated to offering personalized banking solutions that meet your needs. From competitive auto loan rates to flexible savings options, they strive to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit with Two Rivers today and discover the benefits of joining a local, community-focused credit union.
Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn. Troy, 2 minutes left here. Got to get points on the board.
Yeah. I'd like to put points on the board with the 0 on the clock.
So 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Reddies, excuse me.
Oh, Vanderbilt beats LSU 31-24.
Vanderbilt can play. Vanderbilt's for real. So Edwards will have 3 to the top, Pasco to the bottom. He's going to fake the handoff, throws it back over the middle. It's tipped in the air, and is it intercepted? They're calling it incomplete.
No, they're calling it intercepted.
It is intercepted. So the Bisons force a 4th turnover from the Reddies in the first half here.
Rolling on the field is an interception. First down.
That was Zach O'Day who hauled in the interception. And now the Bisons, they can add to their lead, and they'll start the second half with the ball. So you're kind of in danger zone right now if you're the Reddies.
Just like I said, Andrew Edwards was getting a little frustrated. He was going to do something, and he made a mistake. He did a jump, and he threw it right into traffic. I mean, there was 4 guys around that receiver. And now Harding, plenty of time. They could put more points on the board.
So Keelan will get in the flex bone again. They'll toss it to the left side. Anytime they've tossed it like that, they haven't got much. That was to Braden Jay. So anytime they've gone to those outside tosses there, they've had negative yardage, it seems like.
Well, Harding loses a yard there and brings up 2nd down 11, and they still got 3 timeouts left, but in a minute and a half.
They're not in any hurry.
Why? Because you get the ball to start the second half.
That's correct.
And they, don't roll out some big pass play here. This will be the down that tells what happens. If they get big plus yardage.
So Keelan will take the snap. He'll toss behind him as that was Andrew Miller hurdling a guy, but he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Mel gain maybe a half yard.
And Gerald Kalata has just been everywhere. Now
he's flying around.
This is a redshirt freshman from Montgomery, Texas.
So 3rd and 11 coming up. The Reddies still have 2 timeouts left.
I don't think anybody's content to use them.
I think they see that weather coming.
Yeah.
So Keelan's going to throw to the far side. It's Brady Barnett who stumbles, and now the Reddies will call timeout. Holsworth showed off the 40 time on the sideline to get the timeout in.
Timeout. Henderson State, their second.
So they'll have a timeout remaining. We'll keep it here. I mean, what do you see in these next 33 seconds?
Well, they're forcing the punt, and you know Henderson would love to set up a return. You don't want to do anything to give them the ball back and let them have a quick, a fumble, let them get a quick score. But the Reddies have that passing game. If they can get Edwards some time, I mean, they can move the ball down the field. They still got one timeout left and use the sidelines. I think the Reddie receivers can I think they have the speed to outrun the defensive backs. It's the offensive line can keep them off of Andrew Edwards enough so they get the football to him.
So it'll be a 4th and 7 coming up. You have to assume the Bisons will punt here.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if they don't get it, you're already – I mean, we've proven that you're almost at field goal range.
Yes.
So, but Bison's they're definitely going to punt it. You would love to set up a good return.
We haven't seen Taylor Pascal go off for an explosive return in a while.
You just don't want to do anything stupid, and I think Harding may. Uh-oh. Are we getting a lightning delay?
Talking about it.
Come on, let's just finish the half. We can finish the half.
You don't want to mess with Mother Nature. Mother Nature's undefeated.
What's going on?
So the officials on the far sideline. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, they took Coach Simmons over to the sideline to start talking with him.
I think he was out discussing something at the hash mark, and they walked him back. So they're talking with Simmons over on the far sideline. To be a fly on the wall over there.
Now, let's see if there's any explanation. Now he's coming on to the
He's
field.
coming back again.
He's not happy about something.
So anytime he starts to discuss something with the officials, they walk him back to the sideline. Well, they're lined up to punt, but they have to wait for this discussion.
Maybe they're making
It's a very avid discussion. Do a lot of pointing.
plans for dinner.
As a challenge. What's the red flag mean?
Yeah, there is a challenge flag. There is a challenge flag on the field.
I'm wondering what he'd be challenging, though. I mean, we only have one camera angle, so I don't know what.
Okay, now he picked it up. Let's see what the referee's going to say. They're coming to the challenge. No, they're not. Now he's stepping back. He was questioning something, and the referee said you.
I didn't know you could throw the challenge flag and then pull it back.
There might have been a discussion on something that he said you can't challenge that call. Now Harding's going to call a timeout. They might as well.
Timeout. Harding.
So it's a timeout for the Bisons. Well, the other thing is, I don't know exactly what the rule is in college, but I know in the NFL, if you throw a challenge flag on something that can't be challenged, that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's NFL, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the rule exactly at the collegiate level, but we'll take a short 30-second break. We'll be back in just a moment. More Henderson State football here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Chicken Express is proud to be a part of Arkadelphia and support the Henderson State Reddies. Stop in and try one of their great combo meals, from chicken tenders to fried chicken, wings, and even their fantastic catfish. Chicken Express, where they always appreciate the customer with fast, friendly service and the best quality food. Home of the legendary Chicken E-Sweet Tea. That's Chicken Express off I-30, exit 73 in Arkadelphia.
33 seconds to go in the first half. Harding with a 7-3 lead. And we'll give the ball back to the Reddies. Reddies only rush 2. Pascal is going to watch it bounce, is going to keep bouncing, take a Bison bounce. There's a marker on the field at around the 35, so we'll see what this is about. That wiped 13 seconds off the clock. There's flags everywhere.
Probably an illegal block somewhere. That's going to be a hold, so they're going to back the Reddies up another 7 yards. 20 seconds.
Well, we'll see. There were multiple. We'll see what Dale Hargrave's got to say.
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 51. That penalty being forced half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
So 1st and 10 for the Reddies here, and
I don't think you do anything. You only got 20 seconds, and you're pinned back way deep.
yes.
You can't do anything to jeopardize a fumble. I mean,
And Holsworth's taking the headset off here on the sideline, so I think we know what's coming here.
well, you got somebody. Yeah, Edwards is going to go under center.
Yeah, they're going to take a knee here and take this to halftime.
Harding's got 2 timeouts left now.
So Edwards will take a knee.
Yep, Harding.
Yeah, and Harding calls a timeout. They got 2 left. They're going to use them. Clock's running. Yeah, clock's running. I saw Simmons on the far side called the timeout. There's time on the clock. They want to use it.
Now, here's the thing, you're going to have to, at least 2 seconds ran off the clock. You need to put it at 18. He'll take another knee, take it to 16, and then.
They'll be out of time. They're just forcing them to snap the ball.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. Get a chance at the fumble or something.
Well, it's already been 4 turnovers today for the Reddies.
Harding calls their second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 19 seconds. 19 seconds on the game clock. Thank you.
Very polite from our official there.
1 second.
So we're going to see the exact same thing more than likely. Yep, Edwards under center. As he'll take a knee, and nope, Simmons not going to use that last timeout. We're going to wait just to make sure. But teams are heading to the locker room right now. We head into the halftime break. We got a ball game here, Troy. 7-3 our score. The Reddies trail in this one, but it's been a great first half defensively for the Reddies here in spite of 4 Reddie turnovers so far in the first half. But again, if you'd have told me that we would have turned the ball over 4 times and we're down 7-3 at halftime, sign me up.
Yeah. They're going to have to make definitely some corrections. I'll tell you, there's one thing I want to say. If you don't have those drops and those miscues, even if you don't let Harding score,
yes,
and you're up 3-0 halftime, your approach to the second half is completely different than it is now, because it showed that, boy, we're playing with these guys, we've got the lead and everything. Now they saw what Harding did and then forcing turnovers. Now you start to question yourself a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, we will take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and check the stats for you here at halftime. This is Henderson State football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
For Henderson State apparel and souvenirs, stop by the Reddie Bookstore, located on the HSU campus in the Garrison Center. Open before every game. You can also purchase apparel and gift items under the Reddie Bookstore tent at all home football games. The Reddie Bookstore is open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to 4 on Friday. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Reddie Bookstore or online at www.reddiebookstore.com. The Reddie Bookstore, proud supporters of Henderson State Athletics.
Experience luxury at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the excitement never stops. Elevate your gaming experience at our world-class smoke-free casino and unwind in style at our Forbes recommended hotel. Find bliss at Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa, the Astral Spa, and savor exceptional dining at the Oak Room and Bar and the Bugler, both Forbes recommended. Feel the rush of live thoroughbred racing from December 12th through May 2nd. Book your Oaklawn experience today at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Proud supporter of the Henderson Reddies. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you have an idea that you'd like to see on a t-shirt? Print Mania can help you turn your idea into a reality. Print Mania offers a variety of t-shirts for you to choose from. We also have personalized service, which will allow you to work with an artist who will help you create your t-shirt. Print Mania also does embroidery and engraving. Come visit us at 624 Main Street in Arkadelphia or call 870-246-3803. Print Mania, proud supporters of Henderson State University.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang, burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn, the show band of Arkansas out on the field right now for the halftime entertainment. Troy, you got some first half stats for us, and there's a few things that stick out there.
A lot of things that stick out. Today, for Henderson State, total offense, 43 plays, 142 yards. For Harding, 20 plays, 53 yards. The biggest thing is Henderson's turned the ball over 4 times, 3 fumbles. Harding just once. Time of possession, 11:27 for Harding, and it's going to be 18:33 for Henderson State. The Reddies 3 of 8 on third down conversions. Harding 0 of 4, and they're usually 50% on third down conversions. So Harding. Just having trouble, but they're taking advantage of Henderson State's miscues, the drops and the turnovers. Andrew Miller for Harding rushing for 29 yards. Cole Keelan just 8 yards. And Keelan 2 of 2 for 27 yards passing. And Braden Jay has the 1 catch for 24 yards for Harding. Clark Griffin, who's been all over the field for the Bisons, 12 tackles. For Henderson State, Frederick O'Donnell, 6 carries for 41 yards. And Edwards is 15 of 23 with an interception and 104 yards. He's been sacked 3 times. But 6 of those 8 incompletions are drops. Of course, one of them is an interception. And targeted, Maddox Davis targeted 5 times. He's got 4 catches for 41 yards. Caden Davis, 4 catches for 22 yards. And another person who's been all over the field, Gerald Collada, 6 tackles, 2 of them for tackles for a loss. The Reddies scored on their first drive with a 36-yard field goal by McDonald at the 7:39 mark, making it a 15-play, 56-yard drive. Took 7:21 off the clock. Harding took advantage of a Henderson State fumble. Miller ran in from 3 yards to cap off a 6-play, a 6-yard drive. It took 40 seconds. When you get the ball at the 6-yard line, you're going to score.
Yes.
With that type of an offense. But Henderson defense has done everything you could ask them for. It's the offense that's going to have to step up and do something positive. And going back into that locker room, coach has got to get them together and try to build that offensive confidence up, because Andrew Edwards came off the field just dejected after that last interception when the Reddies had it in Harding territory. Yes. He was driving. He threw it amongst traffic, and then the fumbles. You got to get that offense together this time now. Harding's going to get the ball to start this second half, and you got to turn them away.
100%. And here's the thing. When you come out, as good of a team that Harding is, you're going to get their absolute best punch they can muster at you to start this second half on their first drive.
Especially when they find that themselves, they're in a ball game today, 7-3, and they've only scored 1 touchdown. They only got 58 yards of offense. I guarantee you they're in the locker room, making some changes, and the Reddies have really read the offense well.
Yeah.
Read that option play that really well, but they just it's the turnovers and the drop passes that has really shot Henderson State in the foot.
But again, it's like we talked kind of off the air. If you'd have told me going into this game when you're playing the number 2 team in the country, and some people would even say they're number 1. Fair State, the overwhelming number 1, at least in the polls. But there's a lot of teams that would take this Harding team over them. I mean, if you told me we'd have 4 turnovers and we'd only be down 7-3 at halftime, I think everyone in the building would take that.
Right, but you got to correct them. You're going to have to play a flawless second half, and hopefully they'll get Edwards and get him together and say, okay, that first half is gone. Let's concentrate. Let's move the football and get the guys to catch the football. That's the key. Hopefully we can get that before this storm comes in, because it's getting darker and darker by the minute.
Yeah, I noticed that. We got some clouds rolling in, but check your halftime stats. We'll take another break here. It's halftime. Harding leads the Reddies 7-3. This is Henderson State football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Java Primo, where amazing coffee is just the beginning. Visit Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia, on Central Avenue in Hot Springs, and on the Square in Magnolia. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, gifts, or desserts, Java Primo has something amazing for everyone. Shop for gifts and gift cards for your favorite Reddie online 24/7 at javaprimo.com. Hostess is proudly creating job opportunities here in Clark County. Enjoy the sweet life and apply to join the Hostess team. The Arkadelphia Bakery is currently hiring for both salary and hourly positions. And while you're at it, go ahead and give one of their Twinkies, donuts, or jumbo honey buns a try. Your sweet tooth will be glad you did. Hostess, a proud supporter of the Henderson State Reddies.
Sodexo would like to invite you to a new dining experience on the beautiful campus of Henderson State University. Come dine with us in our new dining hall or retail locations, including Starbucks, perfect for your break times. Grab a quick lunch at Chick-fil-A, where it's always a pleasure to serve you, and check out the all-new Reddie Grill. Fresh ingredients made to order and certain to put you in that Reddie spirit. Sodexo, encouraging you to eat well, live ready.
Are you in the market for insurance? Have questions about coverage, claims, or anything in between? Contact your local State Farm agent, Heather Powell. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Heather is there to help you. Stop by her offices in Arkadelphia or Hot Springs to chat about your insurance needs, or give her a call at 501-623-8878. Heather Powell, where good neighbor service meets great insurance. Travel, it matters where you stay, and that's why the Reddies choose Hampton Inn, the official hotel of Reddie Athletics. Hampton will always go the extra mile to give you an exceptional stay with amenities designed for your comfort and convenience. Stay at the Hampton Inn of Arkadelphia to enjoy their free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and spacious rooms. Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Fairway Nation mortgage loan officers are dedicated to finding great rates and loan options for their customers while offering some of the fastest turn times in the industry. Fairway strives to make team members and customers feel like a part of the family while providing exceptional customer service, speed, and support by being kind, humble, and giving 100% every day. Visit our local Fairway mortgage loan officers Chad Bradford and Marissa McKay here in Arkadelphia, or call them at 501-910-0773 to get started today. SCM Architects have been serving Henderson State University for over 20 years. You'll recognize the firm's work on campus in the design of the dining hall, the Charles Dunn Student Recreation Center, Sturgis Honors Hall, and East and West Residence Hall. This year, SCM Architects have been privileged to work on the new Charles and Anita Cabe Student Athlete Success Center and the restoration of the historic Captain Henderson House. Learn more about the firm's higher education, commercial interior design, historic preservation, and master planning projects at scmarchitects.com.
When you order from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium two-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Do you need to navigate the real estate market? Crylike has trusted real estate experts with deep market knowledge committed to exceptional service. Contact our local Arkadelphia Crylike agent Kim Bird to begin searching for your forever home today. Call 870-293-1111 or visit her office in Arkadelphia at 203 South 26th Street, Suite A. Cry like. Home is where the heart is.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. I'm 𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 alongside Troy Mitchell here this afternoon. You just mentioned it's getting real dark out here.
Yeah, that storm's going to hit. It's just a matter of when. And, we looking at the radar and everything, and it was looking like about 3:30 or so, 3:30 to 4 o'clock, and just watching the clouds, and they're moving in pretty quick. So be interesting to see what happens. I bet we're going to have at least one more delay here in this.
Oh, don't talk like that.
Well, I'm looking at that line of storms. It's not looking good. But anyway, a couple scores here around the Great.
Yeah, what you got for us?
Late in the fourth quarter, Ouachita's leading Monticello 31-10. Down in El Dorado in the third, Southern Arkansas leads Arkansas Tech 28-7. Northwestern Oklahoma and Southeastern Oklahoma, they're in the delay over there in Durant. That tells you where the storms are coming from. And Oklahoma Baptist and East Central, they've pushed their start back time as well. They're playing in Ada, Oklahoma. So those games are sitting there waiting to start, and this weather is really pushing through. A couple scores around the NCAA. They're in a weather delay over at Fort Worth. TCU leads Baylor 35-21 in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma leads South Carolina 24-7 in the fourth quarter. It's 6 minutes to play. Central Florida leads West Virginia 35-7 in the third quarter. Some earlier games today that became final. Vanderbilt defeated LSU 31-24. We talked about that. Georgia Tech came back to beat Duke 27-18. Michigan beat Washington 24-7. UConn down to Boston College 38-23. Houston with a nice win over Arizona 31-28. Tulane held off Army 24-17. Those are some finals. Of course, we got some good games coming up. Texas Tech's taking on Arizona State. Memphis takes on UAB today. A lot of Texas A&M, of course, Arkansas. That game was scheduled to start, about 3:30, 4:30?
Somewhere along there.
Pushed it back. Number 8, Oregon takes on Rutgers. Virginia will face Washington State. Texas goes to Kentucky tonight. Penn State and Iowa.
See how that one goes.
That'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Another big one tonight, Tennessee at Alabama. That's a 6:30 start. And here's another big one, USC at Notre Dame.
Ooh.
That'll be fun to watch. Missouri's at Auburn tonight. Utah at BYU and Cincinnati at Oklahoma State. So a lot of good football to come tonight.
And good football right in front of us here.
Right. Yeah, we got about 5.5 minutes before we're supposed to start the second half. Hopefully we'll start the second half on time. We'll just have to wait to see Associate Athletic Director Rob Reddie, who's also the head of our sports medicine, head athletic trainer and everything. He has the weather device.
He's getting the steps in down there. I could see him.
Yeah, he'll be keeping an eye on the lightning. That's for sure.
So before we'll take another break here in a little bit, but again, you couldn't have asked defensively for a better first half from the Reddies.
I think it's the best defensive performance I've seen them all year. All the games that we've had, and they have done everything you could expect them to hold this team to 58 yards of offense in the first half, and then only 7 points. That's amazing.
And they got their 7 points. They started to drive at the 6.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like they launched a usual flex bone drive of 18 plays, 9.5 minutes at you.
Yeah. So now they're going to have to come out. Got that good thing about starting on defense the second half. You got a whole half. You got refresh, get that, and then if you can hold them and get the offense to put together, establish a nice long drive. The least amount of time you're on the field, the better for a defense. That's no doubt.
And I look at it this way, Harding's a really good team. You're going to get their best punch out of halftime, but as soon as Henderson State gets their hands on the ball, you're going to get their best punch because there is full belief in the stadium and that locker room that they could knock off this number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, and if they could have held Harding off the board and put up a touchdown somewhere.
Who knows?
If it could have been up 10-0 or something at this point, that
all that emotion would really, be sitting.
Then it turns the other way. So, yeah, we're looking at the weather radar right now. It's not looking the best. Hopefully it's just rain that we deal with here.
Yeah, we see a lot of colors in there.
Yes,
a lot of ugly colors.
Yes, a lot of yellow, a lot of red, a lot of orange and red going on. But we got about 3.5 minutes until we bring you the second half of action.
Right at 3:30.
Yes.
Right at 3:30, and it's going to be over us for a while.
Well, those meteorologists, they know what they're talking about usually. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but we'll take a short break. We'll pause for 3 minutes, and we'll bring you the second half, the exciting conclusion of this one. It is Henderson State football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp code, lesson 86. This is how you say, 𝗬𝗓𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗧. It's a hot one. Let's cool down with some Bud Lights. That's it for today. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Sadie, student and team leader. And I'm Lauren, student and agriculturalist. When we rise above alcohol and drugs, we reach for, expect, achieve, and accomplish more. The minute we think about using alcohol or drugs, we lower our chance of living our best life. When we rise above, we respect ourselves and lead by example. Being drug and alcohol-free has always been the best way to be. Let's do this. Join the RAD movement and challenge yourself to rise above alcohol and drugs.
This message brought to you by Washita Children, Youth, and Family Services Prevention Program.
Brookshires proudly supports the Henderson State Reddies. At Brookshires, you can save on fuel or groceries with your points, where every dollar you spend earns you 1 point. Plus, score big with meat that is cut fresh daily, and enjoy lower prices on the freshest produce. In a hurry? Let us do the shopping for you with our convenient curbside online ordering and pickup. Visit Brookshires.com to place your order today. Brookshires, your ultimate tailgating destination. Go Reddies and go Brookshires.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. There's still a minute and a half left on the halftime clock, but, with the way that the weather's looking, it looks like it's going to hit at 3:30. I think they might start, maybe a minute or so early, but Henderson State will kick off to start the second half of action here. Harding will receive. What do you look for here, at least on this first drive of the second half, Troy?
You really need them to just do a 3 and out. You're going to see them pursue. Harding is going to try to do anything to make a substantial drive to take a bunch of time off the clock. But it'd be interesting to see. I wish I was in the locker room to hear what those coaches had to say in the locker room, because I know Coach Simmons wasn't happy with his team, and Coach Allsworth couldn't be happy with his offense. With the turn. So
I'd like to have been in both locker rooms to see how that conversation was going.
But you got to say, if you're Henderson, you got to say, hey, you guys are in this game. You know you can do it.
Just clean it up and we'll see.
Clean the game up and play the way that you're supposed to play. Do the fundamentals correctly. That's what we've been saying.
Ryan McDonald will kick off for the Reddies to begin this second half. They're getting things moving here. Shaved about a minute off at halftime, and this kick will go into the end zone, and they'll down it in the end zone. He was thinking about a lot of heavy blocking over in the middle of the field. Is there a marker out there, or is there just a lot of...
There's just a lot of contact.
Wow.
There's people getting upset with somebody took him to the ground. There's no flag on there.
Troy, I look at it this way. Harding is number 2 in the country, but Henderson State also received votes in that poll, so essentially they're 29th in the country if you go by that way. So, this is 2 of the best teams in the country going at it right now. So, it's high-intensity football.
Harding's been in this position before.
Yes.
Or maybe not this year, but they've been in this position before.
This is by far the closest game they've had this year so far. So 𝗬𝗏𝗏 will go back to work as he will hand it off up the middle. And there he goes. Nothing but green grass in front of him here. The first play from scrimmage. Andrew Miller is going to go 75 yards to the house. We mentioned it.
That's what they did last week to start the second half. Their first play from line of scrimmage, they went to the house. And that just sets the tone for the whole second half.
They got more yards on that one play than they had in the entire first half, plus 20 yards.
Yeah. And if you're coach, you cannot be happy with that. You can't come out and let them do something like that right on the first play of the second half. That sets the tone for the whole second half.
Well, 14:49 left in the third quarter. It took 11 seconds for Harding to go 75 yards.
Timeout.
Taking an immediate timeout here. 14:49 left in the third quarter of action. Harding has struck again. It is 14-3. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Henderson State University is known as the school with a heart. We lift each other up, encourage each other to reach our goals, and celebrate every win together. Because together, we're stronger. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're ready. Here, you don't just grow, you belong. Come see why Henderson is the school with a heart. Schedule a campus visit today.
South Central Connect believes our communities deserve more than just promises. They deserve action. That's why they're building and expanding a powerful fiber-to-the-home network that brings high-speed internet and crystal-clear digital phone service to rural areas across the region. They deliver faster internet speeds, unlimited data, and reliable support, all with no commitments. Try them risk-free and experience the difference fiber makes.
It's Reddie Football here on the Henderson State Sports Network, ready to kick off. One play, 75-yard drive, and Harding is up 2 scores now.
And like I say, if you were listening to the GAC Rewind earlier today, that's what happened with Harding last week. Their first play of the second half, they went to the house.
Well, we'll see what the Reddies can do to respond here, as this kickoff is going to be through the end zone for a touchback. Raiders will start 1st and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, see if the offense can respond and put something together.
They mentioned over the PA while we were at break, class of 1975 in attendance over at the 10 on the right side of us here.
Yeah, their 50th anniversary.
Holy cow.
The Golden Reddies. Golden Reddies, that football team, won the AIC championship that year. Quarterback Terry Blaylock.
I'll take your word for it. I wasn't there yet. I wasn't even an idea yet. Edwards will make a pass over to the far side. It's complete to Davis. It's Maddox Davis. So a good play on that first down. It's not one play for 75 yards, but that works on first down.
Yeah. Reddies really need to try to get pay dirt here. Got to respond to that touchdown by Harding.
So it'll be 2nd and we'll call it 5. It's between 5 and 6.
And they're pacing on the sidelines about that weather.
Trips to the right side. It's complete to Maddox Davis. They'll get another gain. He's still on his feet. They won't blow it dead, but he'll have a 3rd and 2 coming up here.
And you're seeing what Harding is doing every time, like Zach O'Day and them, every time they make a tackle, they're trying to strip that ball.
Yes.
Every time. If you watch them, they're trying to rip it, and that looks like we've got our weather delay.
We're in a weather delay.
Well, what that means there is lightning within 8 miles of the stadium right now, and that'll take us right to that cell that's going to get here about 3:30. So it is 14-3 right now, 13:56 left in the third quarter. We'll keep you updated. But my guesstimation, if there is no other lightning strike within 8 miles, we'll resume play around 3:30. But we will go to a break. You won't have audio, but you'll still have the video up. We'll keep you updated throughout the course of this weather delay. We'll be back after the weather delay. Could be 30 minutes. We'll keep you updated. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn. Well, we're back here at Carpenter Haygood Stadium. We were delayed at 3:03, so the weather delay is going to go just a hair past 2 hours here down here in the Delph. Troy Mitchell's still here. I don't think he left the press box. We just toughed it out. We went to everyone else low to the Wells Center. We did have a tornado warning while we were guys. Last thing we mentioned.
just hit north of here between here and Hot Springs and Hot Spring County, up in the Bismarck area where I used to live. But no, I used to stay. Me and the gentleman stayed. Mr. Montgomery stayed here. We're surrounded by brick, and if we had to, we got in the hallway. You know, it's hard enough for me to get up and down the steps anyway. And I said, I'll just stick it here.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, I'll be down in that hallway. The only thing that would happen would be these windows effect. But we were watching the tents, and the tent never moved. We were looking for any wind.
Yeah, we're looking at all the banners that are lining the end zone to our right. Oh yeah, light breeze knocks those over. But
I'm watching the what they call the replay tent, and it didn't move. So
no.
I mean, and the Henderson tent moved a little bit, but I was watching, but we saw it.
The Bud Light Party tent's still there. It's standing.
Yeah, it's alive. Of course, they closed the concessions down early and everything. So, and most what we had here of a pretty decent crowd is kind of a
little damper now.
A little damper.
A little damper on the crowd.
We may have a few more viewers. Yeah. So we'll see. So anyway.
But yeah, we're ready to resume here about 3.5 minutes or so. They might start a little early. Of course, the big thing, with the tornado warning, they can't play during the warning.
Right.
But any time that there's lightning within an 8-mile radius of here, Carpenter Haygood Stadium, they have to stop the game. It doesn't matter if it's past us, where it's at. I think the one that got us in the first quarter was at 7.99 miles away or something crazy like that. But
can't take any risk.
Correct.
Somebody gets hurt, somebody gets hit, and you'll hear about it for years. So
that is correct.
I'll tell you, I've been through here when the year Katrina went through, and we had a couple hurricanes, and we got some after effects of that. We've played a game against Delta State, and it took 9 hours to play after all the delays and everything. But safe and sorry, both teams went to the Wells Center. The fans went in there, and one that decided to stay around. And
I saw the new floor in there. First time I'd seen the new floor they put in there.
It was needed, definitely. Yes. Yeah, it's needed. It's facility was built in the late '60s. So it's
the great Duke Wells, named for.
Yeah, it's really a physical education facility, not an athletic facility. So. So they use they still use the gym for a lot of classes and stuff like that.
So let's reset things for you real quick. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 33 when we resume in about 2 minutes. So if you want my opinion, you give up that 75-yard touchdown run, first play out of halftime. This is probably best case scenario if you're the Reddies. You get, a mulligan, so to speak. The points still go on the board, but
you have to respond, though. You got to figure out a way to respond. And after that weather, this field was just covered with water. It looked like a big pond, but it didn't take any time for it just to drain through the turf. It's going to be wet and slippery, so it'll be interesting to see how the players adjust to it. Who will it benefit? Will it benefit the Reddies or benefit the Bisons? You got to think the pass game will be hurting a little bit because that ball's going to be slick. And the turf is going to be slick too, so it's just the Reddies had 4 turnovers in the first half. So
5 if you count the turnover on downs that they had. So which does count as you don't think of it as a turnover, but it is statistically.
Yeah. So you have to hopefully that the turnovers are done after the weather. Usually you don't get those turnovers unless you have weather like we had. But we'll see how the Reddies respond here.
So we're going to resume here. It is pouring here at Henderson State. So, of course, you hate to say, but it is true that is going to benefit the team that is running the flex bone as opposed to the team that's running the spread offense. But we'll see.
Officially a 2-hour and 4-minute weather delay.
Shout out Blake Smith getting us that tidbit of information. We're ready to resume. Clock's rolling. Andrew Edwards in the shotgun, 2 to his left. He'll take the snap. We're right back in action, and that is Frederick O'Donnell met in the backfield. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll be 4th down coming up for the Reddies.
That's not how you want to start because you were 3rd and short. I mean, just needed a yard or so. And Harding came out with their defense ready to go. Kind of looked like Henderson was a little bit slow off the ball there.
So this will be the first punt of the day for the Reddies. Be Axel Robertson back to punt for the Reddies. Back to receive Ty Duggar. We'll await the punt. Punt's away. It's a good punt. In spite of the conditions, it's fair caught at around it's past the 30. It's going to be about the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bisons coming up, and hopefully they'll do what they did on that last drive where it took them one play, 75 yards, and 11 seconds to hit pay dirt.
Media timeout.
That's the media timeout coming up right here. I guess the 2-hour and 4-minute delay wasn't up, but we will take a media timeout. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Experience luxury at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the excitement never stops. Elevate your gaming experience at our world-class smoke-free casino and unwind in style at our Forbes recommended hotel. Find bliss at Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa, the Astral Spa, and savor exceptional dining at the Oak Room and Bar and the Bugler, both Forbes recommended. Feel the rush of live thoroughbred racing from December 12th through May 2nd. Book your Oaklawn experience today at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Proud supporter of the Henderson Reddies. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here after brief media timeout. Harding back to work. Cole Keelan will line up under center in the flex bone. They're going to hand it off once again. That's to Andrew Miller, who had that 75-yard touchdown. He's pulling Reddies along with him down to midfield. He'll actually be short of midfield, be at the 49. It's 1st and 10 for the Bisons coming up. Took about 5 different Reddies to bring him down.
I don't know what got into him during the halftime, but he's come out.
He essentially had 2 half times. He still looks good. So a fresh set of downs for the Bisons here. 12:25 left in this third quarter of action.
Now Harding's taking time off the clock, playing their type of football.
Keelan will take the snap, though. He'll take it up the middle. Keelan's only going to get 2 yards. It was a quarterback keep. He fell ahead, and he did get 2 yards, so 2nd and 8 coming up.
Trying to get some scores from the conference.
I say everyone should be close to done if they dodge the weather.
3 of them almost done. One's at halftime. They didn't start till 4 because of.
That was Ryan Vollmer in on the last tackle, by the way. Keelan will take the snap. He'll toss to the left. That'll be Braden Jay. He is going to be met about at the line of scrimmage. He'll stay in bounds. He's close to losing a half a yard, it looks like. So he lost a yard. So 3rd and long coming up for the Bisons here. And, even with that 75-yard touchdown, this Reddie defense has done the yeoman's work today.
Yeah. Malamba Wakalonji with the tackle there for the Reddies. Yeah, I mean, you did everything you asked them to do in the first half. I mean, really. I mean, they only had 50-some yards in the first half of offense. And offense just didn't respond like they needed to.
Keelan will take the snap, looking to throw. He's going to roll out, and he's going to be tripped up. That is Matthew Gainey, who's in on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th down, and the Bisons are going to punt.
Yeah, at their 49, the Reddie 49, so defense slowed them up. See if they'll get a decent return as Harding's going to try to pin them back deep. Yeah, a couple finals. OBU wins 45-10 over Arkansas Monticello.
Okay.
Southern Arkansas beats Arkansas Tech 42-7.
Wow.
4th quarter, Oklahoma Baptist leads ECU 23-17. That's a shocker.
And at halftime, 28-0, Southeastern Oklahoma over Northwestern Oklahoma.
So this punt from Luke Mamana is away. It's going to go into the end zone. Looked like it was going to die there at the 1, but it rolled in, so it'll be a touchback. And the Reddies will resume on offense.
Didn't get that backspin like your chip shot.
No, I mean, the way that it bounced, it looked like it was just going to die, and then it took one small bounce and just stopped. Even on artificial turf, you get a lot of moisture stuck in it. It's like a sponge.
Yeah.
You know, if you saw that Braden J rush over to this side, you saw like not a vapor trail, a water trail behind him. It looked like a boat out on the lake right there.
And this place looked like a lake about an hour ago. I mean, you could have had...
It's been a minute since I've seen it pour as hard as it did.
You could have had kayak races on this field a little while ago, but I mean, it just drained right through after the rain. That hard rain stopped.
And it's still raining now. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Jeremiah Davis. He's going to be down the sideline, pushed out of bounds finally at around the
It's like a 28.
28-yard line.
Clark Griffin in on the stop for the Bisons.
They had to funnel some Bisons off the sideline for the Reddies.
2nd and 2.
Yeah, they gain 8 yards on that first down. 9:45 to go in this third quarter. Reddies looking to respond. They'll hand off again. Jeremiah Davis up the middle, and he'll have the first down to the 32-yard line.
He just put his head forward and just plunged through the
Got what he needed.
Yeah.
So the Reddies have another first down. All we got here was a real beautiful 81-degree, slightly overcast afternoon, but right now it is dreary and wet. It is dipped down to 70 right now.
That's about the way it's supposed to be for the next few days.
Edwards will hand off up the middle. A big game by Jeremiah Davis, moving people with him. Brought down finally at the 43. Another first down for the Reddies.
It's like Luke Martin in on the stop for the Bison. So Reddies have gone to the ground game.
So another first down. Stack formation on both sides. Edwards will hand it off. They're going to give it to Davis. It's a counter play. I don't know if it was by design, as we have already losing his helmet.
And he'll be coming off. I think it was Davis's helmet comes off.
So Jeremiah will have to head to the sideline, come out for a play. There's a lot of helmets today.
Golly. And it picks up 3 yards on the play, so 2nd down and 7.
So Dylan Jones will head to the backfield now to substitute Jeremiah Davis. Doubles to the left and the right. He'll send Dylan Jones in motion. Edwards takes the snap, looking to throw, throws it back over the middle, tipped in the air, but it'll fall incomplete. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Good job by the defense. Just couldn't see who actually got their big mid on it. But that'll bring up 3rd down and long for Henderson.
So 3rd and 8 in this torrential downpour. Shout out to everybody that's here still. They got the umbrellas out, a couple raincoats.
A lot of parents.
These are real fans.
Yeah, a lot of parents and so forth. And then there's some
some of the wetback. They're tuned in now. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to tuck it and run. He's past the 50. He's going to go out of bounds on the other side of the 50. He'll still be short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 2. I think I have an idea what they're going to do here. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
This is another
important play here.
big play. Well, nope, looks like
Well,
the punting unit's
they're going to punt.
Can't risk it right now. It's still early in the 3rd quarter.
And your defense has done a good job, so you play the field position game. So Axel Robertson, who did not get any work in the first half, this will be his 2nd punt already. Ty Duggar will be back to receive at the 15, or the 10-yard line now. Punts away.
Ooh.
as this will hit at the 1 and bounce through the end zone. Another touchback, and the Bisons will take over on offense.
Boy, that had a nice spiral on it, that kick.
It did.
He booted it a long way. He tried to aim for the corner, just didn't get to the corner quick enough. So now Harding will start on its own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Bisons coming up at the 20. The number 2 ranked in the country, Harding Bisons. Keelan will step back under center in the flex bone. They'll have Miller, Jay, and Franklin around him. Send a man in motion. Keelan will take the snap. They will run up the middle. There's a flag. 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 on the tackle. We'll see what this flag is.
Personal foul, chop block.
Oh.
Number 51 and 78. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
Mike Erickson and Dylan Daring on the penalty for the chop block. You never see that call anymore.
That's the first penalty of the afternoon on Harding.
So it's a very clean game so far. That's the second penalty.
Correction, it was on number 51 and 56.
Okay, so that makes more sense. That's David Gomez, the right guard, and Erickson, the right tackle, called for the chop block.
Ferris State will remain number 1. They beat Michigan Tech 38-0 today.
Whew. Keelan will take the snap. They'll hand up the middle. He's got green grass in front of him. Andrew Miller sprinting down the front of the field ahead of everybody, and he is in. It's going to be a touchdown for the Harding Bison, and no flags on the field.
Second time. Reddie's fell for that play.
The thing that's been there, they've been trying tosses out to the outside near the boundary, and Henderson State's done a great job containing those, and those two plays were the first time that they've tried to attack up the middle, and they've made the Reddies pay there. So the extra point from Leapick is good. 21-3 our score, 6:48 left in this third quarter of action. This is Ready Football, the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Do you have an idea that you'd like to see on a t-shirt? PrintMania can help you turn your idea into a reality. PrintMania offers a variety of t-shirts for you to choose from. We also have personalized service, which will allow you to work with an artist who will help you create your t-shirt. PrintMania also does embroidery and engraving. Come visit us at 624 Main Street in Arkadelphia or call 870-246-3803. PrintMania, proud supporters of Henderson State University.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Back here at Carpenter Haygood Stadium, ready to kick off 21-3. Number 2 ranked in the country, Harding Bisons extending their lead as a little pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 33-yard line. Pretty decent field position coming up for the Reddies. They got to score here, Troy.
No doubt. Harding has scored the last 21 unanswered points, 1 on a turnover, and then in the first half, and then 2 big runs, the first play of the second half, and then another one by Miller. 2 big, long runs.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Reddies from the 34. See what the Reddies do here. Edwards will have 2 to his left. He will take the snap, hand it off up the middle. Spinning and twirling Trent Haygood is going to get 4 yards for the Reddies there.
Andrew Miller now 11 carries, 210 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Averaging 19 yards a carry. You think he's not bidding for National Player of the Week?
Sounds like he is.
Especially with a 90-yard touchdown run and a 75-yard touchdown run.
That'd be my guess. Cameron Gallagher will head to the sideline. Stack formations on both sides of the field for Andrew Edwards. Take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. It'll be a screen over to the near sideline. Pass is complete. That's 𝗚𝗓𝗓 Williams running down the sideline. He'll have the first down right at the 46-yard line. A good play there to get positive yards to get the first down.
Kyle Henry, linebacker from Magnolia, Texas, in on the stop for the Bisons.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Reddies once again. Knocking on the door midfield. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. Pump fakes is going to throw deep down the near sideline, and
interference. Thank you.
That should be pass interference. It is on Caden Davis. He went up and got knocked out of the air.
Well, Luke Martin didn't even turn to look at the ball, the defender for Harding.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's first down.
That's Luke Martin from Dickinson, Texas, 6'1 junior.
He didn't even look back. And that
was a good job by Caden Davis to sell that.
Right. And he went up to come back for the football, and that's when Martin knocked him down. And so that gives you a first down at the 39.
So the Reddies in plus territory from the 39-yard line coming up. Stack formation on the top. Edwards will take the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. The ball's on the ground. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Bisons. It'll be Luke Martin making up for that play that just happened. So he commits the pass interference, and then he scoops up the fumble on the other end of the very next play.
That's the 4th fumble by Henderson State. And they've had 1 interception, 5 turnovers today.
Along with the turnover on downs, it has been a turnover-plagued game for the Reddies.
And Henderson State came in only having 1 fumble on the season in the previous 6 games.
They had 1 today.
And a total of 5 turnovers coming into the game. They've got 5 today.
So 1st and 10 for the Bisons at the 43.
Well, we said you're going to have to play a perfect, clean ball game, and that's not what you needed there.
Keelan will take it, run outside of right tackle. He's brought down after a gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense needs to get a stop here.
Yeah.
Got to get stops, got to get points quick.
You can't blame the defense for the day.
No.
I mean, they've done everything. The offense, I'm telling you, when Henderson had those chances in the first half and did not score, 6 drops, 5 turnovers, and then let Harding take the lead there, 7-3, right at the beginning or at the end of the half.
After you played outstanding that whole first half.
And it just seemed like, and then the first play from scrimmage for Harding starts the second half. It looks like the wheels have just kind of fallen off a little bit.
Keelan will hand off in the backfield. It's up the middle to Andrew Miller, the 6'1 junior. He'll get it close to midfield. He'll be a yard short, but it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up, 3rd and 4.
They keep giving it to Miller. He may have 300 yards before the day is over with. He's gone over 700 yards on the season. So now he's averaging over 100 yards per game.
That's not half bad. So Keelan got checked to the sidelines. Got 5 on the play clock. They got to hustle. He's down to 2 on the play clock. They'll send a man in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle. And it's green grass in front of Andrew Miller. He's got 1 man behind him. They're trying to punch the ball out. They're actually going to get him down past the 5. His forward progress will be at the 5. I tell you what, Andrew Miller, 1-man wrecking crew for the Bisons.
Yeah, he's done everything. And the top running back was Braden Jay coming in. And it's been all Andrew Miller.
And Braden Jay is only at, he has -6 yards rushing today on 5 carries.
Miller's overtaken him today.
Miller's at 217 yards.
That's not counting that play
Yeah,
right there.
that's correct. Before that play, he was at 217 yards.
So Miller now
261 yards now on 13 carries.
Miller now leading the team in rushing this year. 2 guys averaging over 100 yards a game.
Keelan hands it off. Couldn't tell who that was, but he got lit up about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. As that was Josh Strickland Jr. who got the handoff, as he'll head back to the sideline.
I don't know where Miller was the first half, but the second half, it's been all him. He's put
Literally just been all him.
Seriously, he brought all the yards up in the second half.
Harding had 55 yards of offense in the first half. They'll hand it off up the middle. He is stuffed. So it'll be a 3rd and goal, as that was Braden Jay, who he was the team's leading rusher coming into today, and he is still in the negative rushing yards wise. So 3rd and goal coming up for the Bisons. .208 remaining in this third quarter. Clock ticking away. Keelan will take the snap, will hand off up the middle. He's stuffed again. That was Andrew Miller who got stuffed. And it'll be 4th and goal. And if I'm the Bisons, I strongly consider going for this.
Yeah, I would.
With these conditions and the way you've been able to move the ball, I think they're going to go for it. The offense will stay out there.
Yeah, because
at worst, it's you have it at the 3 or closer if you don't get it. So they're going to go. Keelan. He drove off sides, but he'll check to the sideline. Still got 15 on the play clock. Another big fulcrum in this game. Keelan will check to his wristband. He'll go under center. Send a man in motion. It's a toss to the left side, and sprinting for the end zone, Braden Jay. He finds pay dirt. Touchdown Bisons. So the 4th down call is a good one, and it's all Harding in this third quarter.
Going to be 28 unanswered since the Reddies took the 3-0 lead. Had opportunities to go up. Like we were talking, it should have been 17-0 at one time, and we hate to keep going back to it, but we were saying that's going to haunt you if you don't.
The extra point is up, and it is good. 1:14 left in this third quarter.
When the Reddies weren't able to score, and they had the opportunities, 2 drop passes would have been definitely touchdowns.
Offside. Defense, number 77. The penalty's declined. The try is good.
I didn't even see the penalty marker out there.
Yeah, the far side. It was way over there on the opposite side of the field.
So 1:14 left in the third quarter. This is Henderson State football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Hostess is proudly creating job opportunities here in Clark County. Enjoy the sweet life and apply to join the Hostess team. The Arkadelphia Bakery is currently hiring for both salary and hourly positions. And while you're at it, go ahead and give one of their Twinkies, donuts, or jumbo honey buns a try. Your sweet tooth will be glad you did. Hostess, a proud supporter of the Henderson State Reddies.
Here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn Hotel and Casino. It's been all Harding. Not too long ago, this was a 7-3 ball game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see now down 28-3. You know, test your character right now. See if you are just wanting to get it over with, or if you still want to try to play.
So this kickoff will sail through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 25 coming up for the Reddies. Got to get points now.
Yeah, you got to do something positive.
I mean, I can't think of I don't care what level of team you're playing. If you're playing a high school team or a Pee Wee team, you're going to struggle to win if you have 6 turnovers.
Exactly.
So 1:14 left. The Reddies will go back to work on offense. Andrew Edwards still in at quarterback. They'll have trips to the left, or doubles to the left, excuse me. A bunch formation in the shotgun. Edwards will take the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. That's Dylan Jones. He's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed down at the 32-yard line. Not a first down, but a good gain on first down. Second and a short 3 coming up for the Reddies here.
I'll tell you, Dylan, for the most part, the Reddies have moved the ball. It's just turnovers.
Yes.
I mean, they've stubbed their foot just to turning the ball over, and it's setting up Harding, and Harding's going to take advantage of it every time.
And the one drive that they had the best motion of the day ended in a field goal.
Exactly.
Edwards will have 2 to his right. He'll take the snap. It'll be handed off. That is up the middle. That's Dylan Jones as he's going to be.
He got forward progress to the 34.
So he'll still be short of the first down, but it'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Reddies, as that may do it for the third quarter here. There's a 10-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. There's 10 on the game clock, 20 on the play clock. We'll see if they just try to draw them off sides or if they'll even run anything. As Edwards will go back, and they're not going to get a playoff.
This is the end of the third quarter.
So we've played 45 minutes of football here at Carpenter-Haygood Stadium. We got 15 more for you. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Sodexo would like to invite you to a new dining experience on the beautiful campus of Henderson State University. Come dine with us in our new dining hall or retail locations, including Starbucks, perfect for your break times. Grab a quick lunch at Chick-fil-A, where it's always a pleasure to serve you, and check out the all-new Reddie Grill. Fresh ingredients made to order and certain to put you in that Reddie spirit. Sodexo, encouraging you to eat well, live ready.
Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn Hotel and Casino. We have had a 2-hour and 4-minute weather delay over the course of this game that's extended this game, and since the end of the weather delay, it's been raining nothing but Bison touchdowns here.
Yeah, I was just kind of interested to try to remember when the last time Reddies had 5 fumbles lost. They've lost the ball 4 times on fumbles and 1 interception. And it's funny, I now remember when it was in October 2nd of 2004, we were at Harding. We fumbled the ball 5 times in that game.
Holy cow.
Yep. And then we turned the ball over 5 times because we didn't throw the ball that year.
So it'll be a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Reddies. They're now moving from right to left in front of us here. Edwards is ready. As the official blows the whistle. Fourth quarter's underway. Andrew Edwards going to tuck it and run. He is going to be close to the first down. Depends on the spot. Looks like it'll be a good spot. He'll get the first down and a little extra. And we have a stoppage. That's going to be Clark Griffin, who's going to go to the sideline. They stopped the play because he was down, but he popped right back up. First and 10 coming up for the Reddies here, 28-3 in favor of the Bisons. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to go up the middle. That's Dylan Jones on the carry. And a whistle and another helmet is lost. They've lost another Reddie helmet. Yes.
Number 58, let's go out for one play.
Cooper Thierman lost his helmet.
Timeout for an injury.
And officials timeout as they're going to check on a Reddie that's down over at around the 35-yard line. Any stats or anything that sticks out to you?
Yeah, I was going to tell you, we talked about the first half. Reddies had 43 plays for 142 yards of offense. Harding had 20 plays for 53 yards of offense. The third quarter alone, Henderson State ran 14 plays, totaled 53 yards. Harding ran 13 plays and totaled 240 yards.
It's insane numbers there.
Yeah, it's It is pretty crazy, just those numbers in 1 quarter of play.
I mean, when you consider the fact that Harding had 55 yards of offense in the first half.
And Miller had 29 yards of rushing yards the first half, and he's got 262 total right now. So that tells you all that work in the third quarter alone.
So the Reddies will go back to work on a 2nd and 8. Edwards will take the snap. He'll hand off to Jones. He's tripped up. He's going to lose yardage. And 3rd down and long coming up.
It's just crazy to look how 1 quarter of stats, how quick a game can change.
But there is a reason that these guys are the number 2 team in the country.
Exactly.
And in many eyes, and if I would vote, I'd say they're the best team in the country. There is a reason. There's nothing that throws them for a loop, as we'll have a whistle and the play's dead. It'll be a false start.
Now everything.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
They're going to get, that's Eli Head on the false start there.
First half, no penalties, 1 penalty, and everything, and then the second half is just completely the opposite. It's like night and day. Well, I was going to say, it's night and now day.
So it's sun peeking out behind us here.
It's getting bright out here, so. But the sun is not shining on the team in red. They're shining on the team.
It is not. It's been a storm of Bison touchdowns here in this second half. Edwards will take the snap after he emptied the backfield, throw it into the flat. Jeremiah Davis, it's complete. He's going to be met at the 31. So he'll lose yards on that one. And it'll be 4th and long coming up. And the Reddies will punt once again.
Well, both teams had to deal with the same delay.
Mm-hmm.
Harding just came out ready to play.
Well, you essentially got a full reset. I mean, you have a whole chance to look at the videotape of the first half, and you could pretty much just have a whole film session if you wanted, or a review of everything. And we have a whistle and
timeout. Harding, their first of the half.
So it's their first timeout. They'll have 2 left. 12:38 to go here in this one. Harding Bisons lead the Reddies 28-3. This is Henderson State football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
When you travel, it matters where you stay, and that's why the Reddies choose Hampton Inn, the official hotel of Reddie Athletics. Hampton will always go the extra mile to give you an exceptional stay with amenities designed for your comfort and convenience. Stay at the Hampton Inn of Arkadelphia to enjoy their free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and spacious rooms. Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Fairway Nation mortgage loan officers are dedicated to finding great rates and loan options for their customers while offering some of the fastest turn times in the industry. Fairway strives to make team members and customers feel like a part of the family while providing exceptional customer service, speed, and support by being kind, humble, and giving 100% every day. Visit our local Fairway mortgage loan officers Chad Bradford and Marissa McKay here in Arkadelphia, or call them at 501-910-0773 to get started today.
Reddies back to punt. Axel Robertson back to punt. Snaps away, and Harding was chasing that one. It's going to bounce at the 34 and keep rolling. It's going to take a ready bounce inside the 15. Will it get to the 10? It will, inside the 10. It'll be down finally at the 9-yard line. Good punt by Axel Robertson, and the Bisons will start from the 9-yard line.
It's just more ground for Miller to add to his total, unless the Reddies can step up and stop.
We'll see what happens here. 12:25 left on the clock. Bisons will start first and 10. They still got the ones out there. Cole Keelan, Andrew Miller, Braden J., Christian Franklin done the damage out there. As the sun's still peeking out behind us here. Keelan will get under center again to the flex bone. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to tuck it himself. He's at the 15. He's going to be brought down at the 16. That was Paul Manning on the tackle. Didn't get a first down, but it is a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up.
Hitting the 12-minute mark. Reddie scored on their first possession of the game, taking 7 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock on a field goal, but haven't been anywhere or haven't been able to hit the end zone since.
They have not. It's been a struggle. So 𝗬𝗏 will hop back under center. They'll send a man in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle, and there's going to be nowhere to go. That was to Josh Strickland. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bisons.
You know, you look at the statistics for Harding, and we said at the beginning of the game, 11 different players have scored touchdowns for Harding. 11 different running backs. But 19 different players have run the football for Harding.
Gosh,
I mean, it's insane.
It's very impressive, I will say. They can.
Timeout. Harding.
So the play clock got down to 1.
Second of the half.
Yeah, play clock got down to 1, and the Bisons had to use their second timeout. 10:56 left in the ball game. Harding leading this one 28-3. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
SCM Architects have been serving Henderson State University for over 20 years. You'll recognize the firm's work on campus in the design of the dining hall, the Charles Dunn Student Recreation Center, Sturgis Honors Hall, and East and West Residence Hall. This year, SCM Architects have been privileged to work on the new Charles and Anita Cave Student Athlete Success Center and the restoration of the historic Captain Henderson House. Learn more about the firm's higher education, commercial interior design, historic preservation, and master planning projects at scmarchitects.com.
Back here at the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn Hotel and Casino. Harding had to call a timeout. The play clock got down to 1, and they had to burn timeout to avoid the penalty. But, you know, I just think about you're going to look back at this game, and you're going to see the score, and it's not going to be indicative of how the game was.
Now, 2 big plays for Harding, 2 big running plays, and that kind of just set the tone for the whole second.
Took the air out of the balloon.
And the Reddies just have not responded since.
So after today, the Reddies will lick their wounds, and they'll go to Russellville, take on Arkansas Tech, and then they'll be at Southeastern Oklahoma after that 2-game road trip, as they will toss it to Andrew Miller. He's going to go past the tackles and get knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Then after that, it'll be Senior Day against East Central. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff, and then the Battle of the Ravine across the street. That will be on November 15th to round out the season. Can you believe it's getting closer at the end of the season?
Once it starts, it moves pretty quick.
It just goes right along.
Especially when you're playing like here in the D2, you don't have a week off. Like D1, they get so many darn weeks, and you play 3 or 4 weeks, have a week off. Play the next 3 or 4, have another week off. You know,
it's a constant grind here at the D2 level.
You start and play 11 straight weeks.
So 𝗬𝗏's going to hand it off up the middle. That's Josh Strickland again. Past the 30 to the 31. He's going to be short of the first down marker by 4 yards. And 2nd and 4 coming up.
Braden Jay and Andrew Miller for Harding, both now 11 touchdowns on the season. The Bisons have totaled 36 rushing touchdowns this year in 7 games.
Absolute machine there, clad in white on the left side of your screen.
Over 5 rushing touchdowns a game.
And they're not at their average yet, as they will hand this off in the backfield. That's Strickland again, as he did not get the first down.
About 2nd down and 1.
Be 3rd and 1 coming up.
3rd one, I mean.
Or 3rd and a long one. 9:20 to go in this one. Time running out for the Reddies here. It's like a slow drip.
Fumble.
Fumble on the play. It's going to be covered by Keelan. Great instincts there.
Difference at Harding, they tried to go too fast. The ball was snapped, and Keelan could not get his hands on the football. It was just...
Fell right on it, though.
Yeah. Try to go too fast. They try to get the Reddies off guard. But they'll punt it away.
Really the first miscue for the Bisons here in the first half. Magnus Lepak back to punt. It's a high snap, but he brings it down. Punt end over end. It's going to be fair call to the 31, where the Reddies will start 1st and 10 with 8:25 left in this one.
See if the Reddies going to put the ones back out there. Try to get something positive to go in this game and get ready for Arkansas Tech, which lost today in El Dorado 42-7.
They kind of hit a little bit of a wall. They started off good, and then they started to hit a little bit of a lull.
But they'll be ready next week.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to. Russellville's another tough place to play.
So it'll be trips to the left for Edwards. We'll have Jones in his hip pocket. He'll throw to the flat. It's complete to the 30. Brought down to the 35. That is Maddox Davis on the reception. Good gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6 coming up. No, 2nd and 5.
Hitting the 8-minute mark left to play.
Edwards will go back to work. He's got O'Donnell in the backfield with him. He's got a pair of Davises out there. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. O'Donnell's going to settle to his left. Edwards looking to pass. He's going to be rushed, moves up in the pocket. He's going to be hit at the 35 as a marker on the field. Another Reddie helmet comes off.
Could it be hands to the face, maybe? Or a holding? It's going to be one of the two.
We'll find out in a moment.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. Number 90. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Number 74 from Henderson may stay in the game due to his helmet coming off due to the foul.
Still going to exit the field.
Yeah, I think he got shaken up a little bit.
That was Eli Head shaken up there. Eli got pulled by the head.
I thought something was fishy or funny looking when his helmet came flying off and he
wasn't even close to the play.
Right.
He was on the opposite side, but it's a first down for the Reddies on plus territory at the 48. Clock ticking away, 7.5 to go in this one. They'll hand off to O'Donnell. Run up the middle. Another Reddie helmet is lost.
Clark Griffin in on the tackle again. What is it with these helmets not coming off so easily? It's got to be. I mean, how many helmets have we seen come off today?
I think it's at least 8.
Either they're not guys don't wear them tight anymore, or they've been made completely different. I mean, we're seeing more and more every day. And I'm not just talking here. On all these games,
yeah.
Helmets falling off everywhere.
Edwards ready to go at 2 to his left. He'll take the snap, moving up in the pocket, throws it back down the middle of the field. It's caught. It's complete. Touchdown, Reddies. Caden Davis hauls it in from Andrew Edwards and cuts into the deficit.
Well, finally, the Reddies get 6 on the board. There's no. I mean, I'm not too keen on the celebration when you're down 3 scores, but that's the way they're celebrating. I mean, be happy, but you got a long way to go. I mean, happy for him for the touchdown, but we needed to do that in the first half.
I'm disappointed the band went home. I wanted to hear the fight song.
Oh, they're going to go home, man. Definitely get those instruments out of the weather.
McDonald's extra point is good. 6:46 left in the game. Bison still lead this one 28-10. We'll be back with more Reddie football in just a moment on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
When you order from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium two-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Do you need to navigate the real estate market? 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 has trusted real estate experts with deep market knowledge committed to exceptional service. Contact our local Arkadelphia 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥 agent Kim Bird to begin searching for your forever home today. Call 870-293-1111 or visit her office in Arkadelphia at 203 South 26th Street, Suite A. 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥, home is where the heart is.
Well, the Reddies finally find pay dirt. It was 28-10, 6:46 left to go. Still a decent amount of time left. Seen crazier things than this.
And Andrew Edwards throwing his 14th touchdown pass of the season, and Caden Davis.
It looks like the Reddies will go onside here. The Bisons think they will. The Hands team's out there.
Second TD.
So they're going to shift everything around. Reddies are going to take a high bounce. It's in the air, but it's recovered immediately by Braden Jay. That took the bounce it needed to for it to come down to a ready set of hands.
Yeah, it hit the first Bison in the air, and if Jay wouldn't come down with it.
It's a lot going on at the 50 over there. Looks like Deion Campbell fell down, and one of his teammates is pleading his case there.
Josh Evans Pickens, they were putting on a little show. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
They were putting on a little show.
Got a good acting program over at Harding.
It was acting. Yeah, it was all acting.
So 6:44 to go. Harding will take the football back.
Offside.
Oh.
Kicking team, number 53. A 5-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. First down, Harding.
Arcavius Justice was called offsides, so they'll move the ball to the 41-yard line.
So even if they would have recovered the onside kick, it wouldn't have.
For the counter. They threw the little razzle-dazzle in there because they shifted half of the members of their kickoff team from one side to the other. 6:44 to go in this one. Harding looks like, unless there's some amazing comeback in these Reddies, will move to 7-0 on the season. They'll hand it off up the middle. That's Andrew Miller. Just sticks his head down. Gets ahead to the 36-yard line, or the 37-yard line. Be second down coming up.
Miller trying to get to that 300-yard plateau. Getting close. I think he's about 280, close to it.
So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bisons. They're in no rush to snap this football.
There's no sense. Take all 40 seconds off the clock.
So Miller at 270 yards on the ground. Keelan will take the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle to Andrew Miller. He'll get another 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bisons.
There's no sense in doing anything crazy if I'm Harding. Just you got 5.5 minutes to play or getting close to it. You're up by 3 scores.
Well, I have to assume the score holds. Harding will remain at number 2 in the national rankings.
Yeah, Ferris.
So Ferris State was victorious today.
They shut out Michigan Tech today. So yeah, the top spots won't change.
I don't know about the rest, but so Keelan going to bleed this clock all the way down to 6 seconds. He'll take the snap. Hand it off up the middle again to Andrew Miller. He's not going to get the first down, so it'll be 4th and 2. And bet the Bisons keep the offense out here. It's too close to punt, but too far for a field goal. So just by default, they'll go for it. And the other thing is, even if they're stopped, it's still not great field position for the Reddies.
Yeah, they can take it down below 5 minutes.
Reddies still have all 3 timeouts left. What's left of this Carpenter Haygood Stadium crowd getting into this one. Keelan will take the snap up the middle. It is to Andrew Miller again, and he'll have the first down and more inside the 30 to the 28.
Just a steady dose of Andrew Miller. Just let him just keep plunging up the middle and taking time off the clock.
They're going to see Andrew Miller in their dreams tonight.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Bisons at the 28. He has surpassed the 290-yard mark this afternoon. I think they're trying to get him to 300. 𝗬𝗠 will line up again in the flex bone. They'll send a man in motion up the middle again. Andrew Miller. Actually, no, it's going to be 𝗬𝗠 taking the snap. 𝗬𝗠's going to run it past the 20-yard line. They're in the red zone, but they don't have the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 coming up.
They can take it down below 3.5 minutes before they have to snap it. Second and 1. And they are taking almost all 40 seconds off the clock every time.
They are bleeding this clock down. There again, they're in no rush. 𝗬𝗠 takes the snap. He's going to go to his left. He's going to go outside the tackle. He's met at the 15. It'll be a first down for the Bisons. So Henderson State score holds will fall to 3rd place all by their lonesome in the GAC. SAU with the win today. They will move into sole possession of 2nd place. Have to imagine if they win out, they'll have a shot at a playoff spot.
They go to OBU next week.
See what they're made of over there, across the street.
Timeout. Henderson State. Correction. Henderson State. They're first.
So the official pointed in Harding's direction and said Henderson State. But either way, it's a timeout on the field. We'll be back with more Reddie football in just a moment on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
The Southwest Auto Collection in Arkadelphia is a proud sponsor of Henderson State Athletics. We offer the best American-made vehicles: Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. We have the largest selection and lowest prices, and we're the only dealer who give you tires for life with every new car you purchase. Come see the Southwest Auto Collection at 10th Street in Arkadelphia, or go online at idriveswa.com. The Southwest Auto Collection in Arkadelphia.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn. 2:55 left in this one. Reddies have taken a timeout. They have 2 left. Harding has 1 left. It's 1st and 10 for the Bisons as they're marching down the field. They're in the red zone. Ball at the 15-yard line as it has quit raining and the sun has popped out right now. It was at the start a nice afternoon, then a very just rainy afternoon. Now it's starting to clear up a little bit. 𝗬𝗠 lines up under center. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it off back up the middle. That's Strickland again. He'll get to the 11, close to the 10.
Take it down. They'll have to run one more play before the 2-minute timeout.
They can get a first down without scoring. They'd have to get inside the 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Bisons again. They're in no rush. 15 on the play clock right now. They'll take the snap, hand it off up the middle. Strickland's met by a host of Reddies. Down at the 8-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 2 as the referee's got to step in here and break up some extracurriculars.
Yeah, they'll start the clock, get it down to 2, and we'll have a timeout.
So they're going to wind the clock. Head referee Dale Hargrave will wind it down. They're not going to snap the football. 2 minutes to go in this one. The Bisons in control of this one.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
28-10. We'll be back. We'll bring you the conclusion of this one in just a moment. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
Brookshire's proudly supports the Henderson State Reddies. At Brookshire's, you can save on fuel or groceries with your points, where every dollar you spend earns you 1 point. Plus, score big with meat that is cut fresh daily, and enjoy lower prices on the freshest produce. In a hurry? Let us do the shopping for you with our convenient curbside online ordering and pickup. Visit Brookshires.com to place your order today. Brookshire's, your ultimate tailgating destination. Go Reddies and go Brookshires.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Almost closing time here at Carpenter Haygood Stadium. After today, the Reddies will be on the road for the next two. They'll be at Arkansas Tech next week and then southeastern Oklahoma. Their final trip of the season to the great state of Oklahoma. They'll be East Central at home for Senior Day on November the 8th. Then the week after that, play the folks across the street, Battle of Ravine. 𝗬📏will take the snap. They hand it off up the middle and skipping into the end zone. Andrew Miller, touchdown, Bisons.
His fourth touchdown of the day, and that's going to get him really close to 300, if not.
My math is correct. It'll be about 297, 298 that will put him at, averaging nearly 15 yards a carry.
298.
And I'll give you the crazy stat of this. Braden Jay, who was their leading rusher coming into this one, he's still in the negative rushing yard-wise. Extra point is up in the air, and it is good. 1:55 left in this one. Harding on top, 35-10. We'll have more Reddie football in just a moment after these sponsors. This is Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn.
South Central Connect believes our communities deserve more than just promises. They deserve action. That's why they're building and expanding a powerful fiber-to-the-home network that brings high-speed internet and crystal-clear digital phone service to rural areas across the region. They deliver faster internet speeds, unlimited data, and reliable support, all with no commitments. Try them risk-free and experience the difference fiber makes.
Scored 8 or 7 touchdowns. He's up to 12, and he's averaging 113 yards per game now.
Is that good?
298 yards rushing.
I'll tell you it's good, just not for the Reddies.
Yeah,
Here's the thing with as this kickoff is in the air, it's an end-over-end kick. It'll be caught in the end zone. They'll kneel it down. All right, here's the thing. Harding, they're the number 2 team in the country, but they have so many guys that can do exactly what Andrew Miller's doing today. I mean, normally, like last couple games, it's been Braden Jay. It could be anyone like a Christian Franklin, even a Brady Barnett or a Cole Keelan out there for the Bisons can beat you any game of the week.
Yeah, when I said they had 19 different players run the football this year, I mean, that's amazing. Some teams don't have 19 players touch the football all year.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, receivers and all.
Take the snap, throws it back over to this side. It's complete. That is to Caden Davis. Be a first down for the Reddies. It'll stop the clock till they set the football. But, again, it being 35-10 in favor of the Bisons, it's been as dominant a second half as you could see. But those that watched it, the score is a lot closer than it indicates. Edwards will throw it into the flat over to the far sideline. As sprinting down the sideline, that was Chris Ganaway, pushed out of bounds finally on the other side of midfield to the 48.
Yeah, what started out looking so promising, just that first play of the second half, and then the score touchdown, Harding went the distance, and then happened to sit through a rain delay, and then them come back out and get another big. It's just kind of.
Because as weird as it sounds, even with the turnovers, Henderson was starting to get a little bit of a groove. They were at least defensively. 93 seconds left in this one. Clock does stop since the ball went out of bounds. Edwards will look to throw. He's looking. He is brought down big time by Johnny Farmer, the big 6'3", 240-pound sophomore from Greenville, North Carolina, in there. Didn't even see him coming. .110 to go in this one. It's a 7-yard loss.
Reddie's would like to put something on the board before the end of the game, just to give them something to end on a positive note.
I just got a text. That is a new school rushing record set by Andrew Miller today. Edwards will take the snap. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to go past midfield. He'll slide safely. He'll get back to, past midfield, he'll get to the 49. But, I mean, that's, you got to give the kid credit. That's an incredible day. And it was all done in one half.
Don't be surprised if you don't see him named National Player of the Week.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't see how you couldn't.
If I was the one picking, it'd go to him. 30 seconds left in this one. Stack formations on both sides of the field. Edwards will take the snap looking to throw. He's under some pressure, under a lot of pressure. He's going to escape, get to the 50, the 45, to the 40, run out of bounds, close to the first down marker. He won't get it, and it'll be 4th and 1 coming up, and you're not even going to think about it. The offense is going to stay on the field with 12 seconds to go. Ready still have 2 timeouts. Harding has 1 left.
Get a quick sideline, get you a first down, and then maybe shoot for the end zone once.
Take a shot at the end zone. So 4th and a long 1. Edwards looking to throw. Harding rushing 6. They'll throw it to the boundary. It's complete over on the far sideline. He'll stay in bounds, and they'll stop the clock for the first down.
Timeout. Henderson State.
So 2 seconds left in this one. See if the Reddies can launch something toward the end zone. We'll take a quick little break. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Hi, I'm Sadie, student and team leader. And I'm Lauren, student and agriculturalist. When we rise above alcohol and drugs, we reach for, expect, achieve, and accomplish more. The minute we think about using alcohol or drugs, we lower our chance of living our best life. When we rise above, we respect ourselves and lead by example. Being drug and alcohol-free has always been the best way to be. Let's do this. Join the RAD movement and challenge yourself to rise above alcohol and drugs. This message brought to you by Ouachita Children, Youth, and Family Services Prevention Program.
6 seconds left in this one. It is a 1st and 10. Reddies will be aiming for the end zone. The Bisons have 2 back with their heels on the goal line. Edwards looking to pass, going to throw it. It's tipped in the air, and that's how this one ends.
So the end of the ball game.
It's the end of the ball game, as you heard there by our lead official, Dale Hargrave. That's going to do it. Your final score: Harding Bisons, the number 2 team in the country, win this one 35-10 over the Reddies. We'll take a quick intermission. We'll have final thoughts and stats for you in just a moment. This is Reddie Football on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn.
Henderson State University is known as the school with a heart. We lift each other up, encourage each other to reach our goals, and celebrate every win together. Because together, we're stronger. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're ready. Here, you don't just grow, you belong. Come see why Henderson is the school with a heart. Schedule a campus visit today.
For Henderson State apparel and souvenirs, stop by the Reddie Bookstore, located on the HSU campus in the Garrison Center. Open before every game. You can also purchase apparel and gift items under the Reddie Bookstore tent at all home football games. The Reddie Bookstore is open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to 4 on Friday. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Reddie Bookstore or online at www.readybookstore.com. The Reddie Bookstore, proud supporters of Henderson State Athletics.
Back here on the Henderson State Sports Network, presented by Oaklawn Hotel and Casino. Dominant second half for the Bisons. Any final thoughts and stats for us, Troy Mitchell?
Well, quickly, the offense, total offense for Harding, 48 plays for 365 yards. The Reddies ran 72 plays for 300 yards. You look at the third down conversions, Harding was 3 of 11. Henderson was 4 of 13. But Andrew Miller for Harding, 21 carries, 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 14.2 yards a carry. Henderson State, Frederick O'Donnell, 8 carries for 40 yards. Andrew Edwards ended up 24 of 34 for 210 yards passing, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Caden Davis, 7 catches of 94 yards and a touchdown. Maddox Davis, 7 catches for 54 yards. Cole Keelan, he threw 2 passes and both of them complete for 27 yards. Time of possession, Henderson won the battle of the time of possession, 32:04 to 27:56. But that offense, that total offense, Harding had 53 in the first half, 300 plus in the second half.
Goodness gracious. And again, mention Andrew Miller, new school rushing record for the Bisons, 298 yards rushing. Impressive performance by them today. So the Reddies will be back to work next week. They will lick their wounds and head to Arkansas Tech, who's kind of doing the same thing right now. They start off pretty good in the season, but they're trending in the wrong direction. But they're a better team this year.
And they're 4-3 on the season. That's a 4 p.m. kickoff up in Russellville.
Yeah, if you can make it out, I believe that's about just a 2-hour drive over there. Come on out, support the Reddies. After that, they'll be in Durant, Oklahoma, at southeastern Oklahoma. That'll be a 2 p.m. kickoff. And then Senior Day back here on the friendly confines of Carpenter-Haygood Stadium at Geosurfaces Field against East Central at 1 p.m. Troy Nealon will be there, so I think Blake Smith's going to have the reins of this one. But it was a good season working with you, partner, as the final game of the year be across the street, taking on Ouachita Baptist.
Yeah, well, and enjoyed it. You know, the Reddies got a chance to finish out the year 9-2. You know, they have to run the table. We have to play 4 tough ball games. Arkansas Tech, you know, 3 of them on the road. You got to call across the street on the road. But,
yes.
And East Central, all those are going to be difficult ball games because all of them are right there about 4-3 records. So, you know, you're going to have to, like you say, lick your wounds, regroup.
Get back.
And get back to the winning ways and try to run the table and finish with a strong 9-2 record.
Absolutely, and they can do it. So again, your final score, Reddies lose this one 35-10 against the number 2 ranked Harding Bisons. The rainy afternoon of football, it's finally over, Troy.
Yeah, and now the sun came out this last fourth quarter anyway, and still clouds, but you're starting to see blue skies.
Yes, absolutely. So again, final score, Bisons win this one 35-10. On behalf of Henderson State University, we appreciate you tuning in today to the Henderson State Sports Network presented by Oaklawn. On behalf of my partner, the Hall of Famer, Troy Mitchell, I'm Dylan Conley, wishing you a great rest of your afternoon. Stay dry and go Reddies.